Lana here on the right side. Got to watch out for that. And Chitampo has to watch out for that. He's the first casualty of war. Left side, Frank takes down a Choppy. We have the Frank v.
Okay, we are back.
Yeah,
Let's see.
this is a bit of an intense game already, and honestly a great shot from Lenin to go for that Mortis. Perfect situation, right? You're facing a Barley, which is pretty much just free low. You're facing the Frank that is never going to be able to hit you, even less be able to hit you with a stun. So that's so much value just off the bat, and he claimed already a couple of kills to show us that.
Love to see the creativity. Again, I think one of the fun, the more fun conversations that I've had this weekend was me coming in and going, all right, guys, you know, the meta has been kind of fun. What are you expecting this weekend? And they were going, I don't know. Everything is different. We're playing against people. They're doing different things in scrims. It's all going to be a mess. And right here, this is a mess.
It certainly is. Not sure exactly what is going on besides Clash picking up the second bot and keeping that Bolt economy pumping in. Look at that, 2 bolts to 2. The advantage here for Clash is they will get to keep control after this push, so that gives them a bit of an advantage. Already have a slight damage lead, nothing that Zeta need to worry about just yet. What they do need to worry about is this retake. This is going to be the final siege spot of this game, and Zeta need a successful mid retake.
Everything relies on this next sequence. Mortis goes in, gets a kill. And that's going to be a problem. iChaos here locking the doors. A Choppy can't get any movement.
Oh, GG's.
And that's going to be it. Zeta needs 2 bolts, and Tensai might have been able to make it happen, but there's just not enough time. AC Milan Clash grabbed the last bot, and with that, they'll grab game 1.
Man, I just want to point out the magnificent play from Guille.
They are leading for now.
Where basically the Surge TP'd on him, and actually Guille, instead of committing for
And look at you.
back, so the TP
First,
was
welcome back.
wall between them, and he
You're first again.
so he
Kya baat, kya baat.
he landed back from his super. That was a beautiful play for what was normally just an unwinnable situation for that fight. The game didn't rely on it, but just superb mechanics and just brains from Guille VGX.
You love to see it. You love to see the small stuff. It's absolutely what you have to sweat here on the big stage. Chowing down, always eating, as we see more fun from the Brawl House. But let's reflect on that game 1 as we see Chitampo just head in the game as always. This was all ACMQ.
Yeah, this was so strong and dominant from them. They've gone such a long way this year on this mode, and definitely their work paying off here against Zeta Division. And this is important because getting that second set in the bag, that gets you really dangerously close from winning the match. And I mean, look at the Frank diff.
Yeah, 0 kills here for a Choppy. You know what I'm taking from this is Chaos says he's number 2. And I see number 1 on the other side. But at the moment, AC Milan Clash do have the lead. We're tied at 1%, but they are up 1 game in our siege set. We'll jump in here, number 2, Chaos blowing some kisses. And this time around, we'll see a much different composition from Zeta. And I think I like it. Mortis on the other side. So a little bit of aggression, fire, fight, fire.
Yeah, and there is a Sprout on Clash that's going to be hard. I love the Gil. I think it's such a creative pick here as well to just keep Lena at bay, knock him back, whether it's with the gadget or the super. He does pick up the kill and gets the double bats as well. Beautiful play from Lena, but still Clash have to focus up on this defense. Gonna take a long time, and that leaves some time for Zeta's players to just come back and hold on to that center control.
Favorite usage of Sprout here. Just make the bot walk back and forth forever. Still a fair amount of damage, 7% done by Zeta Division there. So the fact that they got anything, I think, was impressive because AC Milan Clash were just doing such a good job of playing gatekeeper. So he can sneak in a little bit was pretty cool.
So far, they're dancing around iChaos' shots. He's known as possibly the best Sprout in the world, and they have dodged every single shot in the last couple of seconds. It's absolutely surreal how strong the dodging skills from Zeta are. Yet another bot coming through. I think IKEOS may have run out of gadgets now, so they most certainly need this next bot and need to try to take down the bot as fast as possible. Now only 50 seconds left on the clock, and Zeta are looking good in this game.
Completely different story from game number 1. Barley's able to sneak on in there and toss the super overboard, almost halfway done with the Ike. And the last siege on the way. Zeta Division trailing now in bolts. AC Milan Clash can win this one, and the kill on Immortus is a good start. 2 bolts picked up by a Choppy, though. Not going to be enough. 6-level siege bot. Zeta Division at 100%. And they're able to get some extra damage. That's going to be a huge deal here as AC Milan Clash have to get over 50% in one push.
Yeah, and look at the Gale. The Gale is just going to gadget their way out. No one is there to deal damage. Gia gets swept out of existence by Tempo, and this is going to be Zeta with a game in the bag.
Well done, Zeta.
Are contesting the same set, and look at that, we got some Lena fans in the Brawl Lounge.
Love to see the love here, but listen, this guy right here, a Choppy. He's the one, they give him the weird picks, he's able to dig deep and bop hard, and you know, sorry folks, we have the best seat in the house. I can just turn around and see the guys. A Choppy is beaming. This guy has all the confidence.
हेलो भाई, क्या लगता है तुम्हें जैसी मिल जाएगी आज?
Doesn't matter
भाई
that
मिले तो ठीक, ना मिले तो भी ठीक.
in siege.
Doesn't matter.
Out here, like I said, playing the weird stuff, man, and he is happy to do so. That is a scary look if I'm AC Milan Clash.
Yeah, and that's the thing with Zeta Division, right? They have a bit more of a split roles than more traditional Brawl Stars teams. I mean, the Mortis diff here.
Tempo.
Insane Tempo. This is the point I was coming to. He's been the hard carry so far, whether it was yesterday or today. He's been playing out of his mind. And here, Mortis diffing Lena, that is quite something. What a performance from him.
Long hair don't care, man. This is, like I said, that's the
Long hair don't care.
It's like I said, lights out, man. Blinders on. All he's looking at is the game. Very, very cool approach to what's going on here. Listen, you guys across the way can make all the noise you want. I don't hear
Final round, whoever gonna win this one will get the set win.
and the win column in mind. Rubber match here for our siege set. And the buzz shows up. One of my favorite brawlers these days, but I like the idea to just go right back and run it back with the comp, Gale and everything.
Mortis is huge in this matchup, I think. He only needs to dodge Lena. The rest is just free shots, free supers, free kills, and the value can be enormous. Lena goes down, does get his super, so can just come in strong as soon as they defend this one off, but the damage is coming through, and Zeta are finding a lot of value, and that Gil gadget is absolutely huge once more, keeping Lena at bay, and that's exactly what Zeta have been doing since the beginning of this match.
Poor Chaos. Shatampo just dancing around him. Sure. Lena shows up and gets not just 1, but 2 kills. And that might open the midfield for the blue team here. Zeta Division 3 to Blue's 5. And that's going to be a siege bot. Level 5 here for AC Milan Clash. 56% remaining on their Ike. They got to do one better.
Yeah, despite the start being so good for Zeta in this game, AC Milan Clash are not in too bad a spot. Obviously, it's going to be hard to deal a lot of damage with those Gil gadgets. Should still be about 1 available, I think, for a Chappy. Should be keeping it in case they need to defend the final bot. But this is decent economy-wise for Clash to go for it. Lena is low HP, though. This is going to be a huge problem because he can't fully commit. Is gonna be very scary for the least. Zeta Division getting some great kills, and this should be game as they get the double kill, get full on control, and I don't see how they can be stopped.
Me neither. A Choppy is out here just barking. I think I even saw him yell at the other team a little bit there. Like, they are feeling themselves right now, and this is just for fun. We know that Zeta Division is taking this game and this set. They're already celebrating as they, honestly,
GG, step on the set. Zeta is leading for now.
was all about the composition. Once they figured out how to win, all they needed to do was enter the lobby, and it was game set. Not match yet, but game and set. And see, we got Zeta's Division fans out there as well. Shouts to the Aphelion boys there, repping the East Asia region.
Man, they just reverse swept that siege set out of AC Milan Clash's hands. It looked so good for Clash in the first game, but game 2, game 3...
Hello, random person. Yo, bro. What's up?
I think the kill pick was so huge, such an underrated brawler, and Zeta reminding us how underrated he is.
Exactly, chef's kiss. Not more than just a hot zone pick for sure. Gale, the old man, can get it done. And very impressive stuff again, because that's the thing, the creativity here, not just from the team to be able to go ahead and select it, you have to have it in your brawler pool, don't forget. With a weird selection like that, you're not exactly always practicing it. You know, this is the situation where you go, does anyone play Gale? Like, can you actually do it? And a Choppy, like I said, all smiles, ready to jump in, very happily able to go for it. Bounty. Next on the docket, dry season, here it is. This is a real classic bounty map. Open, spread out, real quintessential Brawl Stars.
Yeah, the thing is...
If Zeta Division win this set, they're gonna qualify for the semis. Let's go.
Even triple tank, those are all options, you know, the buzzers, the mortis, those guys can just move into the mix and find so much value. A lot of Zeta fans actually in the lounge. We do have bounty starting now, as so far it seems like Zeta are in a better spot to contest for that blue star, but not overcommitting, playing it safe. They know that with those lollipop drops, it can be very, very scary, as you never know the exact location of your opponents.
Right here, you know, the two big brawlers that I'm looking at, Guillet's selection in the tick, and then the Gene across the way. Similar to what I was saying before about Sprout, changes the rules of the game. Gene does the same thing. When you see that super circle around him, you have to play differently, and I think that's just so impactful. The threat of activation is just so completely different when Gene has a super and is within range. So right now, composition-wise, I like what Zeta's leading.
Yeah, I completely agree with your point. You know, Gene is one of those brawlers where just having the super available creates value because it creates space for your team. Your opponents are going to be scared. The lollipop drops are slowly running out. Eventually, we shouldn't have any left, and it's not going to be available anymore for either side. But both teams are playing it so safe. Zeta still have the blue star lead, and Clash, they are hungry for a kill, but they have no opportunities to get anything just yet.
And this is where the reservation of Zeta Division can pay off. They are totally fine to play a passive game. We've seen a lot of rambunctious bounty matches this weekend, but this is that old school bounty that I'm used to. Just 2 kills, maybe, if you're lucky. And this is where teams feel that fire. 10 seconds remaining. It's up to AC Milan Clash to step forward. They try, and they get bitten down. They try again, and they get bitten down for the third time. 3 kills in total.
Zeta is leading, and they're just 1 game away from
match point.
semis.
Coming up for Zeta Division.
Let's
so
go.
Many pros were terrified of facing this team, and they are being proven right so far. Now, if there is a team that we can never just call them out, it has to be AQM, right? Sure. They've shown time and time again that they can pull off those comebacks, but they're starting
to... Will I show your predictions again, please? Why?
Like them, the confidence needs to come back, and that needs to happen next game, otherwise it's the end.
And that is the face of confidence right there on the flip side. Hard carry earlier.
So, Zeta Division is just 1 win away from the semi-final position. Let's see.
Impactful. The damage
who's gonna be.
1 kill, 0 deaths. And Chitampo has been so incredibly impressive. Watching him just do his thing. Nobody's able to shake this guy. And it's a big part of why Zeta Division have found themselves.
Final match. Let's see.
From the semifinals.
This is huge. I can't even call it an upset because we knew that those teams were so closely matched, but so far, Zeta has been better and absolutely deserved to be in this position. Clash pressure is up.
Everyone has Jesse skin now. I myself have 1450 points so far. Nice, well done.
And so far, Clash, they just accept it. They're falling back, giving away that blue star.
And that's not what we saw from this team earlier on in the set. And so we can talk all we want about how the players look like in real life and what they're saying, what they're doing. But when you see it on the battlefield, that's where it's an issue. Nice step forward from Lana. I'll be honest, Lana seems like the only one with juice left inside of him. That's the guy that needs to lead this team to victory should they find it.
Absolutely so. So far, it's not looking too great though for Clash. Zeta Division 3 stars lead. And Clash, they were quiet, they looked scared. That's not something we've seen of them this year. But they still stand a chance here with the last 40 seconds of this game. It's not over until...
Why did you vote Zeta? Nope.
It's down to 0 seconds.
Nope.
There's still 30 seconds to go.
Shatampo here on the right side, biding his time. Again, passive play coming out from Zeta Division. They have 3 stars. There is no reason for them to leave their side of the map. The onus is on AC Milan Clash to make a move. 9 seconds left. Players being cornered, but Shatampo cuts down Chaos, and that's gonna be it. Lana falls as well.
And with that, Zeta Division qualifies for the semi-finals, and we have got all our semi-finalists.
And as Zeta Division
Now, GG's.
forward and up the bracket. What a performance from them. They looked incredible, ice cold against Clash.
Man, I love this too. We see Tensai and a Choppy both like looking at the camera. Even after a win, Shatampo, no man. I gotta worry about semifinals.
Not having any of that.
No.
कल भी मेरे 3 predictions गलत गए और आज भी. No problem. क्या है? कोई दिक्कत नहीं है bro.
But again, making it to quarterfinals, 1, we'll talk money. That is a big jump. And 2, you made it to Championship Sunday. I think that allows you to walk with your head up high. Don't forget, the performance on Brawl Ball was insane. Gem Grab was fun to watch. I think that's where we saw Zeta Division kind of step forward and find themselves just a little bit.
Yeah, this was quite a journey for them this year. Of course, sad to see them leave, but Zeta, man, they are impressive. I've been hearing more and more pros coming into, this week saying they look so good in the scrims. We've never seen anyone play like them mechanically. No one is even
That was painful.
They are showing that off, but not just
Spyco.
strategically great comms, great decisions, and taking risks. Who plays Gil in Siege?
Right?
No one
Well
does.
done.
That is exactly why.
Now we are on to the semis, and only 3
But I told y'all, man,
games left
it was called Jupiter going
to call out the winner.
No, I love the way this team plays. The creativity is off the charts. They look good, and at the end of the day, the W's are in their column. They are the ones performing. They are the ones going on to the semifinals in an impressive way there.
Man, it wasn't just a win, right? It was a top-class win. They played out of their minds.
Bhai, you can't get the skin anymore.
Man,
अरे भाई मैं सुबह ही explain कर चुका हूँ कि we are not watching for the skin. क्या भाई एक ही चीज बार बार explain करना पड़ता है भाई कसम से अगर अब नावी नहीं जीते तो skin नहीं मिलेगा अरे भाई नहीं भी जीते
Don't forget, you get
तो
points
मुझे तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा एक्चुअली
on event.brawlstar.
क्योंकि मैं सुबह ही एक्सप्लेन कर चुका हूँ कि भाई हम क्यों देख रहे हैं ये चीज
In case
समझ
you
रहे
made fun
हो
of
समझ
us
रहे हो कि
for
नहीं
that, we,
and if you have missed why we are watching just go to the morning stream. I have already explained why we are watching this thing,
show respect.
not for the
Will
skin.
carry himself as you correctly called.
Yeah, man, they played incredible. They really did, and they're just such a complete team. So many teams, there's that one-dimensional aspect that makes them predictable. They are excelling at everything so far.
Coming up next, we are jumping into the semifinals. INTZ will take on Na'Vi. But before that, we have Obli standing by with a chat with one of Brawl Stars' finest.
Hey everyone, I'm here with Frank, the game lead for Brawl Stars over at Supercell, and right now we're having our tea time at the Brawl House, huh?
Yeah, Arkan Spiders, I guess.
Now, I've been watching you pop up from time to time on the broadcast, sitting on the couch with everyone screaming and cheering, because we have like almost all the players here. So tell me, what's it like feeling in all that energy? And
पर हम तो इस टीम के लिए देख रहे हैं हाँ भाई तुम लोग इस टीम के लिए देख रहे हो वो तुम्हारा काम है हेलो रबनीश रोज जीटा हाँ जीटा जीत गया ना
And yeah, I love it.
Now, as a game developer, being very close to players, especially ones that are in the competitive scene, sometimes I know that they can offer suggestions for the game. So has anyone come up to you being like, I need you to buff this person or nerf this person yet?
Yeah, of course, that happens all the time. You're sitting down somewhere and someone will start a conversation about exactly that topic. The cool thing is that we're so close to the community here that, you know, the other community managers, myself, we're all on social media. So it's very easy to get in touch and give suggestions. And the players here, well, they take opportunity of that, of course.
How do you balance out being able to cheer for one
ब्रो
team
कैट बर्ड जैसी मिल गया जेटा के लिए अरे क्या बात है
Supercell
नाइस
is equal and spread out
PUBG मैगी
some players?
PUBG मैगी
Well, I guess
bro I am 700
having different people voting.
bro you still have chance 3 matches
But
left
at the end of the day, you know,
3 मैच अभी भी बाकी हैं हेलो विंड्रॉइड एके मैं गया
Predictions are
किधर
not
गया
looking too good. Are yours looking good?
yesterday was great. The day before was pretty bad for me, I have to say. Yeah.
Lots and lots of upsets. But Frank, is there anything right now that you'd like to say to all the people who are maybe tuning into the World Finals for the first time, or maybe this is their first introduction to Brawl Stars, and we want to invite them into the family?
Guys, welcome to Brawl Esports. This is really what we are living for, and this is just the beginning. Next year is going to be amazing. We have a ton of great content coming up for you, and yeah, keep tuning in. It's going to be amazing.
Stay tuned in, everyone. But for us, I think we're going to continue our tea time. Yes, so that's it for us here.
भाई खाली कप से कौन चाय पीता है
Time sounded good, Avali. F. Dot joined here by
Frank wow he's old man
Uber shouts himself.
Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, great to be back here. Also great to hear from Frank. You know, Frank actually jumped in my DMs at the start of this year and was like, yo, you want to cast some Brawl Stars, bitch? That's where it all began. So big shout out to him. Thanks for getting me involved. And yeah, good to be back here with you, F. Dot. My God, I'm telling you, we might look. It happens in so many esports tournaments, right? Where you know, the grand final not always super close, but like the semis are just insane.
Yeah.
This is an absolutely bonkers matchup. Two teams from completely different corners of the world, just as hungry as each other and just as ridiculously talented, taking on challenges from all regions. INTZ and Navi, man, I have goosebumps already.
So much fun. Listen, INTZ has been lights out to watch. The team hailing from Brazil, Navi on the other side of the world, coming out of Russia and looking at what they're able to do. On the bottom side, we'll see the Italians go head to head against Japanese Zeta division. But first, INTZ, Navi. The kick forward, the punch through. That's gonna be it.
Eu acredito que a gente
हेलो महेश ब्रोगुडी आज भी मेरा तुक्का सही नहीं लगा
gente treinou muito para chegar
कोई दिक्कत नहीं ब्रो
acho que a gente merece.
Fire Crow and the step back is good.
Take it back.
Woo!
Cannot surely get away with this. He's gonna.
Я думаю, что самая сильная сторона нашей команды – это трудолюбие и мотивация.
What a turnaround! The G's, yeah! Take it back!
Болейте за нас, друзья. Сделаем на максимум все, что мы можем в этих матчах.
You know, I'll be real here, Uber.
बताओ किसको वोट करें इंड्स या नावी
Scarier teams out here, but
जल्दी बताओ
one of the scarier
इंड्स या नावी किसको वोट करें
We've gotten good shots of him on camera, but I'm able to just turn around and that.
17 seconds remaining
Yeah, he really wants to tell us something about the ground, F. Dot, because
बोलो जल्दी बोलो
I'm not sure.
नावी चलो ठीक है नावी को वोट कर दी
More space? Is this your house? Probably the latter, if
Yeah.
I'm honest with you. But yeah, I mean, this team, a lot of energy, and you know, they come in here. They know. Look, every Brazilian team I've ever really seen at top level esports has had a chip on their shoulder, right? They felt like an underdog going into and even if you told INTZ that they're not,
अभी आपका कितना points है? मेरा है 680.
fuels them in a big way.
Here you can see.
On stage here, we actually have a Dino starting in for INTZ now as we have our bans.
Ooh, yeah, you're not wrong. Tufa on the bench at the moment, and you know I like to see that when you've got the extended roster. You know you want to play mix and match. You want to be able to have the best possible. It's not that a Dino over two, but for this specific matchup, it might be the reason to go towards Edinho. The only thing I worry about here when you bring in the ringer is, are they cold? This is the first time Edinho is going to be on the stage. How will he fare versus the player that's already been there? Because Cube...
Hello, Corrupted Jake, the animator, and Scenic. Please,
It's quite a bizarre decision.
Mavi, I have 8 one. Navi, okay.
On jumping straight into Brawl ball left, let's get it on. INTZ take on Navi in our first semi.
Always a fan of Gene, but I worry about the Crow on the other side. MMA is going to be able to just jump on in there and take care of business if the team allows him to. But at the moment, INTZ seem to have the first bout of momentum here midfield. Fire Crow, healthy as a horse, hasn't gotten a single, all right, before that, hadn't taken a single shot. And just like that, Navi's able to wrestle back a little bit. But Edinho on the spike, good use of the big cactus.
680, are you serious? मुझे कल रे की वजह से 700 plus points मिला था. अरे भाई.
MMA might well have slowing toxin
points के लिए तो ठीक है. हमको no idea about the team. हम तो तुक्के लगाते हैं भाई. I have 1500 right now. Nice. Well done, pro इंसान.
Cube now suits up. It's time to go for Navi.
Yeah, drastic change here. Meg goes from like 0.5 of a character to 1.5, but immediately take it down. Excellent choice of the B and the execution. But there's that Crow move. MMA all the way to the back line. And just like that, neutralized. Marcel will stay alive and bring the ball home.
Yeah, so crucially, Magic Hand use their on Cube in mech form. The stun makes it impossible for Cube to get his health back by using the gadget, so he doesn't get to spend nearly as much time inside mech, and he's burst down with a quick double.
Pro इंसान नहीं sir, Gaming Raja जी, ये मेरा main ID है. Okay, hello there, Gaming Raja जी.
Comfortable enough fashion that Navi aren't giving up too much ground. INTZ might be playing for an overtime scenario here.
I think you're right. As Marcel finds another kill onto MMA.
And it's a time to goal.
Kill for Marcel right into the clutch.
No, that was close. That could have been a goal, but...
But we'll give credit to the defense there as Cube shows
definitely
up.
The ladder.
Yeah,
definitely the ladder. Marcel scores that, even with Cube in the way, if he's just slightly to the left, but that happens. Honey Manassas used there to slow Cube up, but he's actually able to survive. He's out of mech, but he's still going to be able to shoot a goal.
GG's.
And Navi
great work by Navi.
They get the one goal that they need.
Perfect.
Well done.
Navi knew exactly how, what, when, where. Specifically the when was the important part. Game one of the pocket of the white, blue, and red here. Nice moves from Cube. You know, the problem here, the problem for me was, Uber, was that when we saw Navi, all right, they did exactly what you need to do. Bide your time, get Meg in the mech, okay. INTZ answered it perfectly. Pull, stun, double tap with the B. The B was selected to take care of the tanks. Everything seemed to be okay on paper, but that's why we play the game. Navi didn't care that you found how to counter the comp. They got it done.
Right, I mean, and importantly, what
hello, Logic. Who win? About what? Bro, win in ATM versus Zeta. Zeta जीता, bro. Zeta जीता है. Now we should win. I want Goldie to win Jet Steam. भाई वो अगर देखो, अब अगर वो जीतेगी भी तो हमको सिर्फ 50 points मिलेंगे. It doesn't matter कोई भी जीते. हमको स्किन शायद ही मिलेगी. Because हमको चाहिए 320 points.
Essentially, MMA sets up a huge 2-4.
और मैच बचे सिर्फ 3.
As you put it, 2-5.
Let's go.
As only the mech is traded.
AQ versus Zeta. भाई बता ना, Zeta जीत गया. Zeta is in semis.
Not enough to keep Winter interested apparently, but I definitely enjoyed that.
Maybe he's on event.brawlstars.com putting in his hitting the spam button, which is always my favorite part of watching esports, spamming along at home. But real talk, I think this is one of those interesting games where I look at what INTZ did. And I don't have too many complaints. I wouldn't mind them going right back to the same composition. It was really just about that last-minute execution, which, you know, like you said, it happens.
I think they forgot about the Crow, honestly. You know, we know that they can dive in, but, you know, Crow's potential to catch multiple...
Same team? Again? No.
Scary. MMA playing a little bit aggressively here, and I think he was trying to create some space for Cube to get free damage by taking attention from Crow, but didn't really play it the way he would have liked it to. He just kind of feeds.
That's fair, that's fair, that's fair. We'll see if they can turn it around here. Cube gets in the mech a lot earlier than one. INTZ did stick to their original composition, which again, I like that call. Cube knocked out real quick. Jason pushes forward though. Right side lane, MMA gets the kill on Adinho, waiting for the pass. Marcel kicks it out, does not matter.
Easy.
Score one for Navi.
GG's. Navi.
And a huge part of that F dot is that
Done very well.
It generates so much attention.
They are very good in Brawl Ball actually.
Comfortable 1v1 against the Dino and then wraps. And yeah,
50 के साथ और भी मिलेगा.
prolongs the
अभी कितने टीम्स बाकी हैं?
causing a lot of problems.
3 ही बचे ना? 3 मैच बचे हैं.
Needs to remove Cube before he suits up.
2 semi-finals, 1 final.
Open window. Marcel passes to Fire Crow. No, he holds it.
Easy goal.
Like
Nice.
Able to tie up a minute 15 and counting.
Great stuff there. I think Cube might even have gone down with super available, but it's just a perfect snipe from the superstar Fire Crow to pave the way. INTZ need to do it again though.
Might be tough this time around. Cube here, locking down the left lane as we've gotten used to seeing. MMA slowed up, jumping forward, misses the super, doesn't matter, gets him from behind, and Cube gets the kill on the left-hand side. Pop, pop, Marcel doesn't.
Wow, क्या बात है.
Set.
Nice, bro.
Set 2.
GG's.
And look at that, the energy there. Navi realized that
And they have won the set.
Teams have really struggled to do. Like a comfortable performance there against INTZ on Brawl Ball. And the
Is Navi gonna win the finals? Looks like it.
But he's still in a position to
Tap on that smile for free points fast. भाई सिर्फ 1 point मिलता है 1 मैच का. तो टोटल आपको मिलेंगे 5 और points.
They knew that they were going to have a tough
मतलब कितने होंगे? हाँ 10 points और मिलेंगे अगर जल्दी खत्म हो गया तो.
To do it before Cube gets in the mech and is able to take all this space. Look at this. As soon as Navi realize F dot that they can collapse this left hand side, all 3 of them push up. It's elegant, but it is very simple.
Oh yeah, this is it is the most beautifully hand engraved hammer I've ever seen. Right, just like you did what you needed to do. As simplistic as it was, but that was the biggest deal for me in game number 2 was how
they are still undefeatable performance.
Then, like you said, it all just
like they are 2-0 in that semis also, not semis, quarterfinals also 3-0. They are actually doing good. We are down to the set 2. That will be bot drop C's. Let's see what they gonna do in this one. अभी आपके पास जितने पॉइंट्स हैं उसके हिसाब से 1 पॉइंट भी आपके लिए वरदान है सुपरसेल की तरफ से. Hello Foxways. Oh yeah. Hello there. What's up?
Obviously break down walls quite comfortably there. Look, Navi continue their tendency F dot of banning safe.
I think I lose but if I get the pin 800, I'll be happy. Okay, nice.
You know, her ability not only to control the middle part of the map, but also use those nest eggs to slow down a siege bot. Pretty tough to deal with. Navi do not want their opponents to be able to sit back and play these safe picks. They want to force them into situations where they have to brawl. MMA's got a bit of experience in that regard.
Hello Priyansh.
As he calls himself.
भाई अपने votes दिखाओ ना please. अरे क्या लो देख लो भाई क्या देखोगे अब तो खत्म होने आ गया.
As well. And
ये रहा.
Everybody at home is getting over to event.brawlstars.com and have had their predictions in now. There's a bunch of opportunities to learn more coins, by the way, just by staying on the page and looking out for opportunities to.
GG's. अभी तक का सबसे close match जो था वो TRB versus INTZ का था. मजा आया देख के.
Because my predictions are in utter shit.
आज मेरे 622 points हो गए. Okay, nice.
In the basket here for STMN, but
How much gems for new Jesse scene?
And so
This is still by 149 हो गया, I guess.
That's the guy that got INTZ to this point alongside the other two guys. Happy to swap in and out with Adinho. Again, when this is something that I see more here than in other esports, Uber, is the idea that you have an extended roster and you actually use it. I kind of like that.
Yeah, again, if we have a chance to interview them, I'd love to maybe sort of know why. Adinho's spike is, a real go-to pick for him. We've seen it.
Hello, Azur.
We'll have to see.
I think I lost, but if I get the points and 55, I'll be happy.
Really
okay, nice. Unknown boy, I got 1005. Well done.
Again, against what Na'Vi like to play, which is eventually that all-in. It could be a little bit...
Started.
Na'Vi have on board here. Okay, so a little bit less in your face. They do have the spike here, but they got the Barley, and Jason just got a free haircut.
Oh, yeah, long-range stuff here. I'm never going to say no to the Piper. I think that long-range classic sharpshooter, yes, please, hit your stuff. This is the...
Ooh, nice.
Right off the bat, INTZ are getting the first siege spot. But this, of course, is where Cube comes into play on that spike. Gonna drop down the slow field at some point to make sure nobody can really get on in. The bot will make it to the Ike, though, and so we will see some damage from the gloves themselves. Ultimately, first round.
They are not even...
36% remaining here for Na'Vi.
Yeah, here's the issue for Na'Vi. If they can't really take control of this composition, they don't have a ton to slow down the mech. I think MMA must have healing tonic and not sticky syrup mixer because he doesn't use it to try and slow down the bot there. Yeah, Jason can use Poppin and Cube, obviously his super to slow it down, but so much of both of these compositions relies on them just controlling mid.
Yeah.
Adinho's a problem right now because Firecrow can fire from invisibility here, and this is a signature pick. His Piper is known around the world, and this is 2 siege bots back-to-back for the Brazilians.
That's going to be a tall task for Na'Vi to deal with. You can see right away pulling out all the stops, trying to get this bot down early. Pushing in. Decent damage coming out from Na'Vi, but again, the bot will find the honey. And we got just over a third here on the Ike. 3 bolts in the pocket for Na'Vi, and so that if they are playing the last siege game, this is where they have to step forward. Cube relegating Adinho to the right side, but as soon as Adinho gets out, he puts Cube in the ground.
And it's huge. I mean, Na'Vi really lean into the left side collapse to get a bolt lead here, and they have one, but it's modest at best. This siege bot's going to have to do a heck of a lot of work, but INTZ will suffer the same problems as Na'Vi do when it comes to sort of staving that siege bot off. They don't have a ton to deal with it. Again, unless Marcel has some tech in hand here. This is the last siege. Na'Vi have to pile in their signature fashion, but last call's going to be connecting with so many of these players. They're taking a ton of damage. They've got to back away. It's a disaster for Na'Vi.
It's troublesome all the way to it, but INTZ's Ike is going down. They have to be 35%. Na'Vi can't get it done.
GG's.
And just like that, INTZ loudly and proudly win game 1.
Now, obviously, the Affiliate Esports crew also very pleased to see this result. Their countrymen, or at least for the most part, putting up quite a fight here against Na'Vi. And again, look, you saw...
why you ignore me, please? Vote the honor, please. दिखाया तो भाई. क्या हो गया?
Right, they played the Gale. They used the Twister gadget to sort of actually prevent.
अब आँख बंद करके जीटा पे prediction डालो. Easily मिल जाएगी स्किन. जीटा पे.
If he's not starting to
चलो देखते हैं.
top of people on this pipe.
कौन है वैसे? जीटा versus.
Looks really bad. It's very.
Reply totem.
And I mean, this is pretty telling. I think.
I mean, absolutely. One guy got 5 kills and the other guy didn't. And one guy died twice and the other guy didn't. You know, that is as basic as you can kind of lay it down. You know, I understand the Piper selection. Again, I love the long-range sharpshooters. Really, really fun to go to, especially when you have an open midfield like they had here. But, and I mean, I'm not the one on stage, so take this with as many grains of salt if you want. I think it was the wrong choice, and I would like to see them move away from it. Whether it's something more tangible like the Gene or the Gale to work against the bot specifically, or just something more control oriented for the field, you know, something.
Bro, Zeta ही जीतेगा finals, कोई उनके level के आसपास भी नहीं है.
I think it failed.
Okay, देखते हैं.
Na'Vi tried to ban long-range safe brawlers, F. They can't ban them all. They've only got 2 bans to work with here.
Yeah.
And we know they prefer to play a bit more of an in-your-face style, but it's just not an option on bot drop. The map is frankly horrendous, you know, in terms of their play style. So here, a bunch of healing, right? Poco Pam, but they're going to take a ton of poke damage, and they don't really have much architecture to hide behind. They just have to hope that they can steamroll here, and that's what they need to do, right? Cube burning Adino down. Scrap Sucker the gadget, I think, for the Pam is going to be crucial, unless it's Pulse Modulator on board.
This is exactly what I was talking about, Uber. Much more love to see the Gene here. You have something to do if things don't go your way. So I like the idea of wearing the seatbelt. First siege is a tie, so we have about 30 seconds left.
I mean, I'm sorry, F-Dot, but you can see what Na'Vi like to do, right? They're playing an open map, they're playing 3 bloody healers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have the gene for magic puffs, mate. That's really what they're just trying to do. And you can see how much of a problem this is. This is not really where Na'Vi are most comfortable, and they are collapsing now, having to play such a wide open map.
That said, still have the Bolt lead, albeit just barely, as soon as I said it. Caster's Curse. 9-8 in favor of INTZ. Cube walking to his own doom, but Jason answers back. And so INTZ get the first bot. Reminder, bot number 1 was a tie. And so level 10 here for bot number 2.
Right, I mean, again, you can tank this bot quite a lot. Your Pam can take it with large health pool and get healed up by the Byron as you sort of back up here. And you're not expecting to get
just
caught by
pinch
Jackson.
of
It's a nice defense
touch there.
That was a beefy siege bot. And now if you have 11 bolts going into the last siege and a lot of mid control because they got the kill on that Leon. This is looking very good for the Russian squad. I'm
not going to say it was by design, but a happy little accident, as Mr. Ross would say here. Because now you've got it. Now you're going to have a gigantic bot decked out in legendary gear, and I'm not sure INTZ have the defense in order to make
level 16, Baisa. Let's see.
Level 16 here for Na'Vi, and he's sprinting all the way down Broadway, but the siege bot already 1/3 down. 12 seconds left, and they're
using everything they got. Yeah, I mean, that sticky syrup mixer and Poppin gets used and it's still not enough. It's a level 6.
GG's. They have won this one.
Maybe if the Barley stays alive and is able to deploy yet another gadget to slow it down, it would have been a different story. But nice job by Na'Vi. Generally very good. Their composition was very They have to play close together. They have to play forward. This is not a map with a lot of cover. But it is the healing, right?
Hello Anonymous, hello Devran's blog. Bro, I am 1001 points. Still I didn't get Burberry. Jesse, wait for 1 more hour, bro. People are getting it in delayed time, so you will get it eventually.
Play a very one-dimensional composition
INTZ is doing comeback. It's gonna be intense. I hope you get the skin. Bro, I will take some time to come in box. Yes, it takes time. So just wait up and you'll get it in the inbox eventually.
Around, always knowing who's going to be the true tank of their tank composition. But look at this man, Cube on the Gene with 52% of the team's damage. That's how you know something's a little weird with the composition. When Gene winds up with 52% of the damage, but hey man, it worked. I like to see teams get out of their comfort zone. Semifinals of Worlds might be an odd place to do so, but they're the ones with the W, and so they're the ones that have it working for them.
Yeah, I mean, again, you probably don't have a lot of damage as a team there, especially because Byron has to spend most of his time probably healing the Pam.
Yeah.
But Pam really ruins Piper. If you can get close enough and actually scrap suck her, she just sits there like a lemon. It's like, I have no ammunition. I really don't have much that I can do here except sort of try and run away, and that's when
hello Zer, OMG, because of my, at least, because of Ray, at least I got the skin. Okay, nice.
Like what, like 5.5, 6k health. She takes a few hits from the siege bot, and the whole time she's getting just pocket healed by the Byron. So even though you don't have like a lot of tools specifically to deal with the siege bot, you can almost solo take it with plenty of healing.
Nice, we're gonna win this.
Yeah, I think so.
Match will get the set win.
I'm gonna switch back here to this more long-range comp. I mean, this is a risky play.
It is, and you know, you asked me what I think. I like it. Yeah. I think you just won with the level. It was a little bit out of your comfort zone, but you got the W. And I mean, sure, you have the level 1 siege bot. Good for you, Na'Vi. Almost undoubtedly not going to be really much doing here. But the squad here now, sending up on the left-hand side. Marcel will be able to live. And a little bit of damage from the Barley. So that's where I'll check myself a little bit, Uber. I will never complain about a switch to a Barley in Siege. You know, it is what it is. Oh. Great pick. But Jason gets another pick there.
Yeah, Firecrow trying to go deep there on a bit of Jason had the homemade range at absolute max range. In fairness, I think if Na'Vi played the same composition, the Crow becomes pretty scary for them to deal with, right? That poison ticking makes healing much harder to pull off here. So I understand that Na'Vi probably realized that they played such a one-dimensional comp that they'd be sort of backed into a corner if they had to play it with notice for their opponents. Here comes the C-Spot, though. It's healthy enough. Level 7, of course, and yeah, we'll see now the Sticky Syrup mixer thrown down to slow it up here, and beautiful stuff from Firecrow to be able to split his attention like that.
Still a fair amount of damage being dealt here by Na'Vi. Adinho goes all the way in and all the way down. So he gets a kill, but he trades out. Such is life for the Crow players out there. Cube trying to find his way all the way up. Lollipop gets dropped. And so no refuge in that center space. Last Siege, 5 in the pocket for INTZ. Crucial. I think they might be able to bite back.
I mean, that's perfect. Firecrow needs that kill there on the Piper.
7, 8,
chance of making something happen here. Adinho
9. Oh, nice.
Dive in on towards the Ike. Marcel.
Hello, Piyush.
This is definitely.
I have Cat Burner Jesse. Okay, it's Cat Burglar Jesse. Nice.
His life as a result, and Jason's seen better days himself. Last call thrown at the Ike, but no one from INTZ can get quite close enough. They're diving in though.
GG's. And INTZ won that thing.
The final seed.
And they've got the set win.
What'd you say? I can't hear you. The Brazilians are popping off right now. But jokes aside, I mean...
How to vote for semi-finals? Just wait for the match to be started before 1 or 2. Just wait up and vote.
Well, they're going to be able to take this set looking clean and clear. And so Hot Zone is next. Na'Vi reflecting on that one. As I said, you know, you brought up a really good point about how that composition was so...
I did not vote for this.
Itself can get and so maybe
why?
You have to change.
Why haven't you voted?
A happy medium.
And now with that 1-1
because they got stepped on in
same
game number
place.
3 was a little bit better, but this was still... I want to say
next time I will vote. Okay, you still have 2 chances left. Next match will be semis as well, and then we'll go for the finals.
Also, Na'Vi hyper focused on the fact that Marcel's still alive. So you see that Cube is still at full health, and both he and the Piper ignore the Siege Bomb, he and Jason. And they just try and make sure, like, you know, the rest of INTZ can't really follow up on it.
Hello TS Hypex. Please call my name. Okay. TS Hypex. By the way, is it true that the skin can be obtained next year? Next year you will get different price, bro.
So they weren't going to be able to slow it down.
If you want to purchase, that could be available in the purchase column, but next year there will be different purpose.
They definitely should win. When I see that come up, I think, okay, you saw Na'Vi put themselves
Thanks a lot. No problem, bro.
And they kept it competitive, which is credit to them. Playing what you could consider a suboptimal look with the sort of the triple healer setup and trying to get in the enemy face.
Why everyone wants to say want
bunch of different looks available.
He say your name. This is like a shout out or something, so that everyone in the chat may look out for the person. For example, TS Hypex. Now you will go and search out who is TS Hypex, and you will probably subscribe to him as well. This is why people ask for the
without a doubt. And
shout out and like these things.
Concern of mine, not a concern, but it was a point of note.
I got a skin. I am very happy. Nice. And we are down to the.
Na'Vi being remote, kind of don't have to deal with it. I think INTZ have intimidated a couple of teams like that. Right side, Cube owning the side for his team. Left side, it's MMA and Jason owning the side for his team. And so Na'Vi already off to the races. Finally, Marcel getting something here for INTZ.
wild that Cube stayed alive for as long as he did. Marcel really respects the triple tap damage of the surge there, enough that he backs around that corner and sort of opts to obviously play more indirectly. MMA getting poked out a little bit, that's huge from Cube. Beautiful stuff, gets the invulnerability frame. Firecrow, though, reciprocates. But now MMA chooses to push through. Like I said, Na'Vi get to play a bit more in your face here, and it suits them awful well.
MMA losing the fight there, eventually falling down, but Firecrow jumping the stun, always going to be a good look. Marcel and Cube here, jumping to his doom. Na'Vi off to the races, though. 86%, stunted at the moment, thanks to Firecrow's prowess on the point, dodging Frank, but pushed off nonetheless. 97, 98, and that's going to be that. Na'Vi take the lead.
Let's go.
Study.
I only got 800. I am not happy.
I mean, and I've got
Bro, there is still 3 matches to go, including this one. So, yes, you can still get it.
Micro had the invulnerability frame from the level up, so he turned around.
I got a skin. I am very happy. Yeah. How many you have a point?
For his team to come back in.
I only got 800. Okay.
And they do, right? This allows Cube to move up like this. MMA is he's not even trying to hit them. He's not trying.
KTM or Zeta?
To just stand on the point.
I don't know.
Simple yet elegant play. Just be
whichever you want to do, bro. Both of the team are playing good.
I mean,
who will you choose?
That's where I begin and end.
Let's see.
You know, Frank choice, 10k HP. Like you said, he knows he's not gonna
sit that 10k HP badonk on the damn point and get some percentage, son.
Yeah, that's it. There's no agility.
I guess Zeta, I guess, okay. No problem, you can do.
He's gonna break away from you.
TSI packs.
Me stand on point.
Yes, you can still do this. Hello Vedant. 1200 points. Nice.
World Championships semi-finals here, as we find ourselves tied at 1 as far as the sets are concerned. And right now, Na'Vi looking for their second set, 1 away. And there's Tufa. He was playing for this INTZ team earlier on, swapped out for Adinho as they make use of their full roster.
I hope I get.
INTZ, I think that's the big.
I only have 600. I need 2 right.
To chat with players. A lot of them, INTZ were not high up on their list. But again, getting a chance to talk after they played, and INTZ have impressed a lot of people here. Check out Marcel. Page out of the opponent book. Me, Frank, this time.
Yep. Adinho gets dipped on the left-hand side. There's actually nothing the Pam can do at all. So that's going to be a big problem. INTZ need to change their setup here. Maybe pressure Cube down. That's all well and good. I think Cube doesn't really fancy tangling here, and these teams might actually just have to trade sides of the map because they have awful matchups in their weaker sides. Cube going to go over the top here, and getting this extra percent, this is actually extremely relevant. Cube can also pop that super and suck a Firecrow straight back in when he chooses to do so. This is really important that he's getting this free percentage right now.
Big boy versus big boy on the left side. Jason actually dodges Marcel. That Frank matchup, it's all about footsies. It really is about the millimeters of devastation. Locked out here on the left side, locked out on the right side. So like you said, trade time, 4% separated. Na'Vi technically in the lead, but for my money, Uber, it's tied up.
Yeah, Firecrow favored here, though, because so much of this wall is missing, and the Ironhive follow-up there secures the kill. Yeah, Firecrow wants to be in this kind of situation. Now we can really bully Jason, and Jason has nowhere to really hide. He can't go around the other way, because that's going to be very telegraphed. And Marcel does the same thing on the other side. So now INTZ get to shift gears. They have a sharpshooter on their team, and they're removing a lot of the architecture, but that wombo combo, that's going to leave a mark.
I mean, he even missed the first shot and still devastated INTZ. And again, counting up from 90. That looks like it could be it. Marcel, not going to be enough. Na'Vi.
GG's.
Their second.
Na'Vi qualified for the
That is beautiful.
second set. Now they just need one more.
In the mix, they don't have the shot.
When is the semi-finals voting? Is the semi-final going on, bro? Already semi-final is going on.
The most simple and obvious fact about this. I mean, tough for two from
कौन जीता final? अभी होगा. It's semi-final going on, bro. First semi-final.
Really, you just
After this, there will be second final.
Being fairly, you know, clever, trying to play for
INTZ won.
a ridiculous amount of
Where?
damage, but he's not
INTZ कब जीत गए भाई? किधर जीत गए?
Again, I like the idea of the setup from INTZ, but you have
अभी तो set
tanks
2 जीता है नेवी ने.
perfectly there, but
उनको अभी
really good enough.
2 और जीतना, मतलब 1 और जीतना है, 2 नहीं, 1 और जीतना है.
I brought up the fact that he struck out on the first time was that he didn't even need that amount.
It's very hard to get correct prediction now. Anything can happen. Yes, that's true.
That O is the important part because Frank was omnipresent all around. You know, and this is again this spread. Usually we.
और गलत टाइप किया था. Okay.
This is a nice spread. Gale a little bit lower because there were a couple of plays where Gale, it wasn't even using star powers or supers or gadgets. It was just, I'm going to be the meat shield. He jumps in first, absorbs all the ammo from the opposition, and then Frank lumbers in, and you've already wasted all your shots on the other guy. And so Frank could get it done. Moving on to safe zone, what are your thoughts?
Again, I think we're going to see a bit of a different look here. It's heist. Do not expect Na'Vi to opt into playing sort of long-range, mid-range stuff against you. There's every chance that they will just try and suit up with, you know, with tanks and walk straight at you, or at least play some sort of.
I have 1 fight, double 7 points. Okay, nice.
Like, we know how good, you know, Firecrow is on any sort of sniper, whether it's Piper or whether it's B. Na'Vi probably don't want to, you know, mirror that style, at least not for too long. Maybe throw it in here for a round here and there. Like Jason is a very serviceable Piper player, but, you know, going up against Firecrow, it's pretty clear to see who is looking a little bit more comfortable in this situation. The fact is, safe zone is the kind of map where you can opt into just getting in the enemy face. You just play something that's giga tanky, and INTZ have to be ready for that, right? They know the way Na'Vi tried to navigate bot drop. They know that Na'Vi just want to stick together, play a death ball, and go for it. And they have to have a contingency to deal with those tanks.
Brazilians here, like you said, they've got to figure it out. I mean,
how many points you have? How many points? 685.
But not.
Hello, Maggie. What's up?
You know, or at least not on our last.
How are you doing?
So that is something I want to see, something drastically different. Man,
right?
We're not even in game, and INTZ are yelling. You guys know that
they best keep that energy high. Remember, like with Bell banned, right? There's no way to get damage amp on enemy tank. She's not going to play Colette. She's not enough,
right?
Unfortunately, to even though she has that % health damage, it's great, but it's not enough. Bell, obviously, with Spotter, yeah, you can just destroy your tank. She's banned.
LG is still a company.
Exactly. You know how to sort
of
try and shift the game in a direction that may favor them. Buzz is also not available there. Na'Vi would.
I did not did this round. Oof, I was in game.
We saw Jackie in the previous match.
Now you can go for another
move while using that
match. Then only go for it, bro. That means in reply Totem versus Zeta division you can vote,
the speed boost,
and for the finals also you can vote.
Again,
but for this game you can't vote.
Try and play, you know, slow.
We need one more correct because we already know Na'Vi won.
Into this tournament, they have no reason to respect that game style.
Well said.
Chalo.
We jump on into it right off the bat. Cube on the Rico here for left side. Firecrow will be dealing with him on the Sprout for sure. I'm always a big fan of the Sprout, but I'm looking at MMA here. The Nani might be the difference maker in this composition because Na'Vi are looking for the long range bout, but that Nani I think might be the big difference.
Yeah, I'd love to see what gadget MMA has, I think, crucially. Quite often you actually see sort of warp drive used here, so, you know, you can just use your peep to get behind enemy lines here.
Nice, good shot.
Pretty safely there, but Jason's able to pick Adinho off. A couple of hits, though, coming in from Marcel. And here comes the peep. This would finish Marcel if it connects, and, okay. It's headed the long way around here. Ooh. MMA, okay, yeah.
Oh.
Again, Na'Vi do play this sharpshooter style. It just doesn't look as good for him.
Yeah, not great, Bob. Jason's able to find a kill just like that. Na'Vi, though, here, Cube on the backside. A lot of damage there on the save, sneaking past the opposition.
It's as if MMA's the decoy there, using his peep and sort of implying and eventually, you know, actually warping in there. Yeah. While Cube just gets multiple salvos of damage on the save. It's actually unbelievable that has worked.
I mean, he got me. You heard me. All eyes were on Nani. Absolutely. So you know what?
with that?
All right, bud.
I mean, all right, Na'Vi, nice little bit of misdirection there, showing us there's a little bit more subtlety from this Russian squad. Iron Hype can
हेलो श्रेया, तुम्हें ये हेडफोन लगाकर भारी नहीं लगता क्या? मैं तो खरीदा था ये और यूज ही नहीं करता। ब्रो, आदत होती है।
Walk forward there from MMA. He's going to try and get some damage done to the safe here, try and keep his team in it. And, I mean, Marcel's still pummeling the safe, but a lead for Na'Vi still.
Good job there from INTZ, kind of a fool me once situation, right? Nani goes to kind of drag everybody away from the heist, and it's not going to be the case. Na'Vi, though, still have the lead, and a decent one at that. Marcel trying to open up the door, getting some shots on board. Marcel's teammate falls, and Marcel falls. And so Na'Vi, one away from the finals.
फाइनल्स ओके। मैं तो वायरलेस यूज करता हूँ, बेस्ट है भाई। वायरलेस मैं यूज नहीं कर सकता क्योंकि मुझे स्ट्रीम भी करना होता है, मुझे गेम भी खेलना होता है, तो लेटेंसी इशू आता है। दैट इज व्हाई आई यूज द वायर्ड वन। अदरवाइज काफी सारी चीजें जो वायरलेस होती हैं, जैसे कीपैड वायरलेस होता है, गेम पैड वायरलेस होता है, कीबोर्ड वायरलेस होता है, माउस वायरलेस होता है, लेकिन गेम्स जो मैं खेलता हूँ उसमें लेटेंसी इशूज आता है, क्योंकि जब आप स्ट्रीम भी करते हो उसी पीसी से तो आपको चाहिए वायर्ड कनेक्शन फॉर लेटेंसी फ्री रिएक्शन। So that is why.
I mean, I'll be straight up. I was looking at Nav. I was looking at.
I think Nani was a bad pick for this map. Nope. You are late, bro.
Oh.
Nani.
Well, I guess somebody got a bunch of shots, and then I saw.
Done very well.
It's like the same thing happened to INTZ. Got it.
Yeah, it's basically the equivalent of, let's say you're trying to escape from an awkward conversation. You basically screech, you point at the sky and go,
TRB going win QLS.
That's what Na'Vi pulled off there. And
TRB win QLS.
Really pure souls, very passionate.
QLS win without fight. Who did you vote for, INTZ or Na'Vi? I have voted for Na'Vi.
Glowing red eyes? No. Unfortunately, you guys just got debated. So now whether that works again is a different story. But you can see F dot. The map is just so open that Na'Vi might.
Zani, it's Nani.
They're not going to be respected. I mean, they want to be underdogs. INTZ. They want.
TRB going win QLS.
Na'Vi does not respect them in the slightest. They're going to walk that Rico right up. They're going to be busting that Rico into enemy territory and working down the safe. They have to have a way of dealing with that. You could match Rico, or Surge is fine. Get in Rico's face and just destroy him. That's okay too.
I like the Surge choice. I'm with you though again, in the idea that this Nani. I don't think it's a bad choice, but what you did in Game 1 will not happen in Game 2. Fool me once and all that.
One of my favorite tricks is the second round you play Na'Vi, you play Nani. You actually take return to sender if you're playing like against a sharpshooter in mid, like a Piper. You hit her with one shot and then you RTS her second shot and just blow her up. It only works once, but it's a great way to get in someone's head. Don't think that's going to be the case here for MMA though, as he's not trying to purposely tank any of these shots. I think, well, maybe that one bit. Either way, Cube going to take another hit as well, and INTZ now with resolve move up the middle of the map and get a few shots on the safe.
And again, trying to deliver the feeling in the arena to you guys. INTZ are clapping after every single shot hits. Like they really, really are feeling it here. The door's open one more time, and Dino's gonna walk up and find some, well, enemy damage.
Still level 1. Still level 1 if not. Oh, okay. So they used the peep there to get extra damage on the mech. That saves Jason's life. No doubt about it. Vicro's in a very compromising position now, but he's able to trade at the very least.
Wow.
And here comes Cube again. I wonder what he's up to.
I mean, what he's up to is forcing Marcel into the super and the forced jump away. Great play again on the Rico, but getting rid of this wall here is going to be trouble for Rico on that left-hand side. Jason steps up and is able to get it done, but then falls down. Meanwhile, Marcel clocking in and just finding the damage onto the enemy safe.
Yep, shouldering the pickaxe. Hi-ho, off to work we go. Obviously, Piper not the best
nice.
to deal safe damage. That's a beautiful fade away from MMA, though. This peak could be nasty. This is going to put him in striking distance of the safe again. And here we go. Marcel gets blown up. This Nani's starting to take the game over.
cubes here as well. Firing shots, 41% remain on INTZ's heist box. Fire Crow, though, taking that cube is big. Fire Crow right-hand side. The mech is inside the base. Na'Vi, 4 seconds away. I think that's going to be it. Just like that.
GG's.
To the finals. Not as Vincere are your first finalists of the Brawl Stars.
Now we get to the finals. Yeah.
Style.
Well played.
Really, like I said, they don't want to play by the rules. They don't follow the formula that so many teams have.
AGM.
Yeah, what we just saw from them there is
AGM.
an unheard.
Bro, tap the smile button, you get a point.
But again,
yes, done, bro.
You keep the peep. You go for an elimination with it. You use it to work down a mech.
Well played.
Or you just go there yourself. Instead of using the peep to get damage, you just teleport there. You two-shot a Piper. You get the damage, and once again, the Rico being able to sort of really control.
Bro, did you vote for Navi? Yes, I have voted for Navi. That is why I've got 150 points.
Really impressive stuff from Navi. Again, like it's not.
Let's go, Zeta.
Hot shots about it. It's a very
okay. Let's see.
Game. It's beautiful.
Reply Totem versus Zeta division.
This one was, kind of put their cards.
Tell me, which one to vote?
This is the way we play, and you can either counter it or not. And
which one to vote? Zeta division or Reply Totem? Tell me.
And Navi were like, all right, we'll just get you next time. And then there were times where INTZ countered it, and it still didn't matter. And so
vote for Reply Totem, trust me.
Intentionally, just
okay.
Little changes here and there.
One vote for Reply Totem.
Really earned their way.
Reply Totem, AGM. AGM? Where is AGM? Who is AGM?
Really good here and pulled out all the stops.
Which AGM you're talking about?
On the top side.
I think. What do you think?
Absolutely. They're off to a great start here.
Wait.
They're in their facility. They're looking very happy right now. They are going to be going up against an insane opponent. Either Zeta Division sort of, as we expect, make their way through getting rid of Europe's last hope, or Totem just finds a whole different gear and looks to sort of take Navi by surprise. Totem have some insanely mechanically skilled individuals, but yeah, you better.
Zeta winning. Okay, Zeta 1 vote. Reply Totem 1 vote. Let's go.
European teams knew that Navi.
Their mechanics are insane.
They competed against each other, and they've been trading. They've been screaming with top teams. They've been, trading sets with, teams like Clash and such. They've been screaming with SK Gaming a whole bunch. So, it wasn't exactly a secret that this team would look so good, but they have
Zeta winning.
Tough opponents to get here.
Okay. Both of them are 1-1 vote. So which one to vote?
To their hand.
Let's see.
Tough stuff. Showing up the stats there, Nani, and I think that was fun because, those stats weren't that great, but so much of what he did was off the scoreboard. It was about taking up space, taking up time, and Jason taking up the MVP. Again, voted on you guys at event.brawlstars.com. Shoutouts to Jason for taking home.
Can we vote again? Yes, it's the time to vote. Come online fast. Come on, go for it.
Impressed with Jason, of course. We saw him on the Frank in that third set, and I think that his flexibility
Bro, show your pick.
has really shown up.
Vote Zeta if you want the Jesse skin. Okay. I have only 650 points. Will I get skin? Yes, you have the chance.
Can take
you will have almost 150. 300 points. Still, you can get if you vote now also.
Insane grand final with already one team having made their way.
300 points is still on the stakes. And I guess for the semi-final, that for the finals, you get extra 50 points. That means you can get up to 300, 400 points for sure. So go for it and vote.
Hey guys, I am here with Coach Inso of Reply Totem after taking down Stamina. Ooh, they came a little bit close there at the end, huh? What'd you think of that?
I think we started strong, and of course we
vote Zeta, guys. Okay, Zeta then.
To win the match, but they show that they're a good team because, of course,
why you will finally? Okay, bro, I will get more points.
Lots of steals.
Okay, destiny is mine now.
Really happy.
Okay. Now we Jita, now we OP. Yes, now we played very well.
Because F. Said that you were
now tell me fast, which one to vote?
So I wanted to ask you, what was it like?
Reply Totem or Zeta Division? Tell me fast.
I mean,
no, Reply Totem will win. Most of the person are saying Zeta. Okay. Let's go for the Zeta then.
Fans right now.
AGM OP.
Like a lot on like their skill. And
You vote tribe or is TMN at
I
last.
hope to
It doesn't matter whichever you have voted because both of the team are out.
and
But you can still vote for the finals. So come on,
Now we heard all the players.
come online if you haven't voted yet.
So this is a whole nother level of preparation.
By TTM,
You have to prepare
Zeta OP.
for all of that
You are,
excitement and cheering.
you guys are confusing me right now.
What's preparing you for being live on the stage like?
I don't know. We can't really train for that because that's the first big LAN event in 2 years probably. So it's the first time experience, and I think we're showing we deserve to be here. And I don't know. We're strong, guys.
They're strong, and we've got more games to watch and play. So thanks so much for taking the time, and that's it for us here.
Come on.
Feel the excitement in the air. Welcome
There
back,
it is.
everybody. Of course, it is the Brawl Stars World Finals. I, of course, Mark, joined with Uber this time round. Oh my word! What did I just witness, Uber?
Yeah, I mean, I think that
Bro, choose reply totem.
teams, even though they knew Na'Vi would be a
Bro, who will you vote?
managed to underrate them somehow.
I is
Seeing
eliminated.
them dispatch Tribe Gaming EU, though, I think some people started to cotton on to what they're capable of. I think a victory against INTZ is a really big deal. INTZ is scrappy, but they're insanely mechanically talented players. We saw that against Tribe NA, who was a front runner in this whole tournament. This
Zeta करना.
final, the way the
Okay.
has played out, Zeta Division have looked just frightening, very frightening. Winning against Clash the way they did, it's
Zeta is having
standing up
much
against
higher vote.
Otherwise,
ठीक है भाई, Zeta करेंगे.
I just can't wait to hear more about the teams that we're going to be seeing up next. We're going to roll that right now.
Boom goes the dynamite. The reply totem. Bang, bang.
I'm very confident about the whole tournament because we're a very aggressive team, and hopefully that's gonna catch some other opponents off guard.
He could make it happen here. Maro pushing forward. That's gonna be the goal. Be it the game decider right here, and it looks like it will be Zeta Division with a huge, huge win.
いつも応援してくれてありがとうございます。必ず優勝するので、本番もよろしくお願いします。
Zeta Division once again reign supreme.
Reply totem of the last remainings of the EMEA region. EU Hope is still there. Zeta Division of East Asia. This is it. Who is it going to be to join Na'Vi in today's grand final? Uber, what are your predictions? What do you think we're going to see? I mean, this one surely is going to be a close one.
Look, I think it still will be. I will say, though, that, you know, if we think about the pecking order in the EMEA, Reply Totem is not the team that comes to mind as like the sort of the Baron of that region, right? They are incredibly talented. They've worked extremely hard. They've also improved a hell of a lot. But, you know, a team that constantly would dish out L's to them is already
I have triple.
So
Double two points. Nice. I only have 600.
in a way they never have.
What? In the end is 2 HUM.
Today.
I think this is a really valid point.
I'm going to lose. Oof.
No, Reply Totem did not come in with the highest seed, but the bans are in. We've got Meg and Jean being banned out by Reply Totem, Byron and Lola then on the side of Zeta Division. And, you know, again, I'd like to see that Meg ban, but...
I have like 1.75k. Lol.
...are available. I do like the fact that Buzz is also on the potential cards here. And Zeta, again, as always, to be expected, very calm, very focused, and totally in the zone.
Let's see. अभी 1 मिनट है. Let's see who's playing well. उसको vote कर देंगे.
Happy to pick a very safe mid up here and already get himself a couple of gens. Maru having some problems on that right-hand side there.
Zeta is playing well.
Okay, well, 4th gem in the pocket for Tenzai. Shabby would like to have super, but Maori is going to pop the let's go there to have Soida Breza push up the right-hand side, but
Let's go with Zeta.
The way. Soida's using the live plant as well. A bit of protective cover, but
Zeta done.
Ricocheting between the two things there, keeping him low, and Saitama gets very cozy behind the overgrowth from the left-hand side. It seems that Totem can't get out of the spawn right now.
Yeah, that photosynthesis for Shitampo is makes him really durable here, and he can hang around and deal with this poke damage. Neither Maru nor Mori is really going to bother him unless they fully commit to try and get that kill on the Sprout, and they're being bundled into the corner of the map there. Soda Breza needs to be careful because, of course, we have the bouncing electric shots come in, and he had to step past the minecart straight into the arms of a Chapi.
Oh, Mauro
Well done.
gets best on the left-hand side there. Some pressure, but Tensai was unscathed, untouched, and protected now by Achapi. Himself, though, very low. The most to be able to get out of this will be a jump, and he goes for it. Gets taken out, of course, but the minecart coming through means that no one can get close to Tensai, and those gems are going to be safe and sound in the pocket of Zeta.
Well done. Zeta Division 1 first match.
Decoy is Achapi. He knows
I got that, bro, Jesse. Well done, bro.
down. Chitampo on
Bro, why you vote for Zeta?
really created so much space.
Because I vote for Zeta.
Just sit back and play the bell, especially up against a Max there as well. At some point, Reply Totem had to kind of go aggressive, but what were they going to do? Their Crow was rarely alive to be a spearhead for that assault with the slowing tops, and they couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, I've got to agree. I think the Sprout pick there was just a good choice from Zeta Division.
Zeta Division just won first match.
Reply Totem are
And if they win one more, they will win the set. Let's go.
Be high. I mean, it's so much at stake now with just this one match between themselves in the grand final. So
Achapi.
they sort of took the pacings for me.
Look at the poll.
And
I know.
Gonna come back with some more aggression. I think the
Intuition OP, bro.
be something to consider.
As I said, let's see the match because there was 1 minute extra to look out who is gonna win. So there was
Chitampo is just
Zeta who was performing very well.
We mentioned that Sprout loves to play through those bushes. Minecart Madness is a perfect map to get value out of that. If you're playing like the Max and the Crow, you have to like 2v1, you have to fully commit on the Sprout, and they don't usually give you that chance. Like you have to dive on them with Max Super, otherwise you're in trouble. So, bit of a mix-up here. The Mortis now coming in for Maru. What are your thoughts, Ark?
Oh, yeah,
good shot.
Mix-up, yeah. Look at Maru and Soidapreza coming in with the close ranges and timing it nicely there. I like the aggression. Exactly what Reply Totem had to bring to the table at exactly the right time. Look at the difference, Super. Night and day difference, and now Reply Totem take control of the mid.
You teased that the buzz was also available here, and Reply Totem realized the Zeta Division want to sit back, play comfortable. They're going to take the fight to them, and Soidapreza makes short work of Chitampo in the back line.
Fantastic, honestly. Look at how far up the map Soidapreza is, with Maru coming back to help out as well and gets the takedown of Achapi. This was such a good decision to make from their side of things, and Chitampo is going to really struggle here with so much aggression as a Sprout thrower. So hard to deal with anything under that position.
Yeah, Murray staying safe here crucially with those 8 gems. So that map control garnered by Maru and Soidapreza really is being paid back now. Maru wants to go deep, and yep, they've caught Chitampo yet again. Tensai able to find that shot, but again, the gems safely in Mori's hands. And Tensai can't bother with Maru right now. There's bigger fish to fry. They need to get these gems out of the hands of the safe Max.
I just can't believe how much distance a Mortis makes combined with the Max and the long dash. I mean, Maru is from one end of the map to the other in such a short space of time. And Jerry just hanging on the back spawn, does get the takedown there as well. Maru has to come in, but one gem is coming back, taken care of though by Chitampo. So a bit of a reset, a bit of a slowing of the pace from Zeta Division at I think a pretty decent time. Just the one gem stand between Reply Totem and Countdown.
Yeah, I mean, Zeta can't afford to give up any space.
Hello, Akshara. I have got this skin. Nice. Well done.
He knows what to do. Maru go kills the strategy.
Hello, how are you doing?
He gets in. The gems are spilled everywhere, but Soidapreza is able to get away. He drops him a reset, but Mori has 10 to count for. Zeta Division, though, in a position where they can threaten one more gem and be even Stevens.
Yeah, one more gem will be spawning in. Is anyone going to go for it there? Soidapreza could not get his super. Maori has got to be so careful now as the Chappy gets the jump through. Oh, my word, Zeta
Well done.
got all the gems, and they're going to be running back into the spawn. Reply Totem dropped the ball at just the wrong time.
That is an absolute unmitigated disaster for Reply Totem.
And the set win for Zeta Division. Easy peasy.
4 gems, and oh, Ark. That one, they're going to feel that one in their bones on a cold winter's day for years in the future. Reply Totem let this first set slip.
I mean, I felt too, but I'm just watching how they.
I've got the shin. Nice.
Anything else though, it's got to be said, was right. I mean, bringing in the Mortis, bringing in the buzz, strategy-wise, everything was working in their favor.
They just why?
Cannot underestimate.
I want to know why that Max, who have already 10 gems, gone up there.
Show why they have made it this far in the competition.
Yeah, I mean, you have to respect Crow. Like, at all times, he can be very dangerous because as soon as he starts...
I'm coming in just 1 minute.
Teammates, like carrying Crow
Let's
kicks in,
go.
right? He's doing bonus damage to those low health targets. great play from Shtitampo in general there, but it really was, you know, the Bell and Crow combination that forced Maori to part with all those hard-won gems. These guys, man, they still look comfortable in such high-pressure scenarios here. We're heading on to Dueling Beetles, and again, I mean, you should expect to see Zeta Division be more than happy to take the fight here. Reply Totem, I loved their composition there, Ark. It's the execution that led them down, let's be clear.
Yeah. There was a reset, and I thought the gems were going to actually land themselves back with the maxes, which is a better place than being with the buzz, but it actually just went against them at the end of the day because the time that added on allowed Zeta Division to be able to collect more from the mid. So, Dueling Beetles up next, Hot Zone, of course. Very different style of gameplay going to be needed here, and you know, the decision as to how you want to shape the map, or if you even want to shape the map. We've seen already the Sprout coming in, and that's a great thing to have to shut down a lot of this side lane action and also the mid lane. So I think whichever team decides to kind of take more of the leading role here and lead the pace, I think it's going to have a very, very healthy start. But Reply Totem on the back foot here, they've got to find it within themselves to get some more momentum going into this match.
I just realized Zeta Division aren't standing on stools or anything. They're briefcases. It's probably full of cash for all the wins they've got so far. They're looking to stuff them even more, Ark, now as we head straight into Dueling Beetles, and Achapi looks awful proud there, sat in the middle of the map, accruing percentage.
Yeah, I mean, the Crow worked out really well for Achapi in the last matchup, and I think it makes a lot of sense to bring it in now. But there's Soy Debrez with the breakthrough on the right-hand side, coming in really nicely there, putting himself in a good spot, pops the nest egg as well. Not a bad thing considering his position.
Hello, Toughman the Gamer. I got Catbird Jesse. Nice, well done, bro.
Lead for Reply Totem, but having lost the position now, they're going to have to get back quickly into this mid.
They're happy to see the Stewie here, though. This is going to let Reply Totem...
I finally have a stint. GG's. Bro, it's because of the continuous pressure by the Zeta team. Yes, Zeta predict kiya na, bro. Yes, Zeta Division ko hi kiya na, bro.
He's destroying cover on his own side of the map. Already, Reply Totem are running out of contingencies.
This is the thing, that wall not being there now is going to allow INTZ far more maneuverability power. The invisible lollipop dropping the right-hand side, about to be going down, and INTZ tries to make it happen even sooner. Maru going in with the aggression on his left-hand side, but yeah, shut down really well. Chappy launches himself into the air and leaving once again Maru all alone here. Look at the scoreline. Zeta Division are about to be 20% away, and very little has been done. Reply Totem have got to come back now, or this one could be very quick.
I mean, Murray just blew his entire load there. He used 3 of those Decapo heals just to try and give his team a little bit of time on the point. He's been forced off now. Murray's marked as well, so just a strong breeze would blow him over, and so it does. Zeta Division looking in.
GG's.
As they take the first round. Oh, it's a bit convincingly.
Very much so. This was the team that many of the other teams feared. I heard a lot of talk in the background. Everyone was saying Zeta Division in their scrims are monsters. It's all over Twitter. You can start to see why. They are probably the quietest team and was some of the most modest and lovely guys I've ever had the pleasure of meeting.
Now look how dominant they are.
They don't shout.
Yes, they are
They
good.
just make the plays speak for themselves.
Absolutely. That quiet confidence there goes a heck of a long way. Again, Achapi, he just gets to turbo int. It doesn't matter. He's not carrying gems. He's got teammates on the point, so he just gets to, you know, frolic and fly into behind enemy lines. Shtitampo there, great job. I think he was definitely helped by the fact that Reply Totem forgot that slowing toxin existed, or that they at least weren't ready for it there. As that Leon dying, it brought to a screeching halt, really hurt them.
Well, it seems like the Brawl have approved of that one. Let's see. We'll be hearing more noises. I'm sure they'll be blowing the roof off this very, very soon. Here we go again with the Sprout pick. Then Tara is an interesting choice for me and the Stu. So, you know, Zeta looks like they approved of the pick, but just want to shape it a bit in their own way here. Jesse, for me, is a bit of a risk for Reply Totem as well.
Yeah, we do see it a little bit, I guess. You know, obviously just being able to bounce those shots is all well and good. 10-size positioning was so aggressive at the start of the round here. And Shtitampo obviously can use that speed zone to dodge a lot of those shots, but eventually he's going to get brought down. Achapi's options are limited, and he gets brought down by Maru.
51 versus 50 by Sam.
All ready for Zeta Division, and Shtitampo just jumps straight back into the fight.
Well, the aggression is with Reply Totem, but they just haven't got the positioning power over this situation. So Tampa coming in again with more fire in the speed zone, helping everyone move around the map and juke these shots. It's a Chuppy! Oh my word! Finally, Maru comes in. This is where Reply Totem have got to knuckle trickle down these sidelines, batten down the hatches, boys. Some catching up to do.
Yeah, Mari in a good position though. Turret set up in an annoying location such that Chappie has to just pick this corner with the way, sort of just the middle card and try and take it down. Tensai, of course, does have super available, has to use it pretty early on though, and even help from beyond is not going to help a Chappie deal with this damn turret. This is what Jesse can do for you once you have control.
And the shot value as well. Ricochet between it. Look at this. Reply Totem have caught up. Maru's got the super on the left-hand side as well. Looking to connect it, timing it pretty well as well. Got the slight angle on things as Saitama came back in, but the pull there not going to actually affect Maru much either. This is where it all matters most. And look at the taps from Maru. My word, that boy is doing wondrous work on the left-hand side.
And Bouncy Castle gets him back up to full health. Now Tampa has nothing to do here. Once again, Maury throws down the turret and asserts his...
I said I need to get Terrible Jesse, so I have 785 points. So I need to go at...
There was so much pressure, you see.
1000 points, so 785 to 1000. Nice. I don't did Zeta, I was have bugs, so 0 seconds, so I click all screen.
Bringing in the stew, the speed was giving them a ton of value. Their jukes, as always, on point, but just dropped that little bit of control and left a little side door open for reply totem.
Finally a set 1 by totem.
Mud off their shoes on the floor.
Set 1? कब जीत गए set?
Zeta are playing an aggressive composition.
अभी तो 1-1 हुआ है भाई.
Right up reply
set कब जीत गए?
Start of that round, it didn't work too well.
अभी तो 1-1 हुआ है. अब इस वाला गेम जो जीतेगा वो सेट जीत जाएगा.
You know, again, trick shot there, mows him on down, gets 2 kills for his trouble, and Tensai's playing an awkward off angle against Soy Debreza, who quietly gets a heck of a lot done with those hedges all round.
I told you reply totem will win. अरे भाई अभी reply totem कहाँ? Zeta is already ahead by 1 set. एक set से आगे चल रही है भाई.
State of low HP, they are so aware of their movements on the map.
क्या भाई साहब?
In my opinion, to be able to really count and capitalize down on the positioning power. You saw how on the left-hand side that Rika super just kind of going.
You're so close to get Cat Brother Jesse. Yeah, let's see.
Just trying to make sure that all bases were covered. But now is where it gets really, really interesting. Especially in a game mode like Hot Zone, it's very, very difficult to come back when you're behind. So now we are all tied up. It is Zeta Division with 1 set lead and the game lead. But Reply Totem looking to level things out.
Okay, this is interesting here. So double sharpshooter plus the crow for Zeta Division. We're going to have the Barley and the Tick. A lot of throwers here for Reply Totem. They fancy a bit of map control.
I think Tick's daring, but ultimately it's going to have a ton of value if Zeta Division feed it. And look how cautious they are to not do just that. But now, and Chappie makes the first move.
All throwers. क्या बात कर रहे हो? सब चीज़ thrower लेके रखे उन्होंने.
I think Sotamba's going to be looking to get that amplified shot. I think the first ball here could be...
Are you kidding me? Reply Totem taken all the throwers.
Yeah. Tampa also, if they can
भाई ये भी ठीक है.
right up close here to this.
ये तो मैं पहली बार देख रहा हूँ भाई.
Make it harder for Soy, Debreza, and Maru to dodge a lot of these shots here. Okay, so his healing tonic popped straight away. Zeta Division has a slim lead just because Achapi spent some time on the point. That may be relevant. There it is. Tampa gets the charge shot. First elimination.
Full ticket going out though. Achapi does help take care of it alongside Tampa there. Good mid control as well. Down goes the Honey Molasses very quickly though, taken care of by Reply. As you would expect though, there's the takedown of Shatambo as well. Tensai all alone, but good value from the shots. The healing needed was there from Soy Debreza. Now, what will Reply Totem do with this positioning power?
Just in the middle of the map, right? I mean, their composition only gets stronger now that they have this kind of map control. I think Zeta Division are running out of options here. Getting forced back, they've got 2 sharpshooters, but they don't have line of sight to make use of them.
This is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. What can Zeta Division do about this? You've got 3 throwers on the map, and they can't even earn their supers accordingly. Headlong goes in as well, gets the takedown. The lead ever extending in favor of Reply Totem.
GG's.
This is gonna be
I'm gonna do Zeta.
Yeah, and
game done.
I need a shower.
Reply Totem will win for sure. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, Chitampo actually able to get a kill. That's not too bad at all. But is sitting pretty here. And look, great composition. They notice that all these throwers are available here. They can pick them as soon as they get map control. Great patience from a team.
GG. Now they have the set win.
Series here, Ark.
Well played.
I would never call it that early. But there was literally nothing Zeta.
1-1.
As soon as Reply Totem got
Triple thrower कौन लेता है भाई? They have taken and they have done very well.
Absolute filth. And I mean, it was clearly thought through well.
Reply Totem is winning.
Slow to start that one out.
Both of the team have won one set in their columns to go for.
When it happened,
And now whoever team will win 2 sets will go for the finals. Let's go.
I would be absolutely furious having to play a game against that composition. But let's roll it back a little bit here. Of course, Zeta Division, they start with that 1-round lead and they play a pretty harebrained composition, right? Very risky, playing the Speed Zone Stew, the Tara, the Poco. It's all downhill from there as Reply Totem. They may have started to figure out this team. Oh, God.
There's so little maneuvering ability. Once the Sprout looks the mid down, it's just like, how are you supposed to get through?
Throws go.
25% of that being Soy Breza. DBS on 98.
I should have gone with the poll. I told you to select Reply Totem. It doesn't matter, bro.
To get back into the thick of the action. You know, again,
Here my pick.
when you see the way that Zeta started things. In a game mode like Hot Zone, for me, it's so difficult to come back into the swing of things, and it's very easy, therefore, to find yourself even more behind. Now, it's level Peggy going into sneaky fields for Brawl Ball. I mean, this is actually, in my opinion, the map that
Brawl Ball.
really start to thrive on. I think that Zeta are going to
Let's
have to be
go.
very cautious of how they approach this one.
Okay, sneaky fields. I don't think we've seen this at all this weekend. Okay, we did actually.
I've selected the Reply Totem. Nice. Well done.
That last
The com was so troll, yet it worked for Totem. Yes.
Strap yourselves in. This one could be a little bit zany. Obviously, so much of this map is covered by that sort of grass there. I think we can actually see the players in game here. So we'll hopefully jump in there in just a moment and see what they have for us here. Okay, nothing too shocking, I think. Here, at least from Zeta Division, pretty standard look.
Well, I think a good time to bring in the M's from Maori there, because the Rosa on the right-hand side of a Chappie is a daunting thing. The pressure, though, being squeezed. Lovely start for
Well played.
A very swift goal in just the 30 seconds they've been of play. And the speed, the let's go straight into the thick of it already. Reply Totem are on the back foot before we've really even started.
Yeah, unfriendly bushes there, just used for information by a Chappie, trying to see what there was to see, make it so Reply Totem couldn't follow up on that last call, but Maru again collapses. That's the second time he dies way too early here, and Tempo able to move up, pressure Maru down, he's low, gets caught by Soda Press around from the goals, but a Chappie! Oh, nice sticky syrup mixer there, that's beautiful.
Oh my word, the speed of these plays is, for me, so surreal to see so much fast decision making in the past from Soda Press, and Mari can walk.
GG's.
We're all tied
Well
up.
done.
Minute
Score levels.
remaining, and this one is for anyone for the taking.
Yeah, you love to see this now. Both teams feel like they've got enough of a measure of one another to kick things up a gear. Time for some exciting Brawl Stars now. The Chappie's got the hot foot, having to dodge a lot of these shots thrown out here by Soy de Breza. And Tempo wants to get closer to Maru here, who's been falling rather easily at the start of these few rounds. Keep an eye out for strong stuff there. If a Chappie really wants to start the fight off with unfriendly bushes, he can. Here we go. A Chappie in with the strong stuff, slowed down by the sticky syrup mixer, but my God, he's tanky. And he's throwing some hands. That's not enough, though.
I think it's a pretty decent defense nonetheless. Tensai behind here has got the speed to actually Reply Totem thinking about leaving him there, and I think that's a pretty good shout. All three of them at the front of the map. Oh, the super pass to Maori, but I think the pressure from Tensai too much, but taken care of on the right-hand side. What can Maru do? He's thinking about playing it slow. I think it's pretty wise. There's 20 seconds on the clock. Very soon, if they keep the ball here, they'll be in a great spot to go on the aggressive.
Tensai is out of his mind. He just face shifted into a caustic charisma. That's how aggressive this guy is being right now. All right, Zeta going to try and secure the ball towards the middle part of the map, but losing a Chappie there is less than ideal. Tensai will want to be able to scoop this one up real quickly now.
Overtime.
It gets a little bit harder for Soy de Breza. Side Tempo going to push straight on in and trade immediately.
Oh, I like the way that Maori is juking this, healing up and letting Soy de Breza take the lead there with the aggression. They've got to place that down the map to have a little bit of maneuvering ability here. But Tenso with the let's go, forcing everyone through the sweet dreams as well from Side Talbot coming in. He should be able to get the pass through, but the pressure from Maori is strong. Off the line, Maori! And into the corner for safety. The slowdown there is so important. But can Maru come in? He puts down the line plant. Oh, it's taking down
Jeez, what a match.
I'll walk in there in the final.
No way, INTZ best.
Feeling it. My God, these two teams now just want to run at each other. No respect as they're even here.
Reply Totem will join. You shouldn't have listened to Anonymous Goldie. Okay.
Tempo returning to the fight there.
Super tough man.
Putting everybody to bed there. Really tough to deal with. Zeta Division hype building here in the Brawl House.
Yeah, great support, and I think again, like, you know, there's more sound probably coming from everyone except the three guys that you see there on stage, because again, so modest, so quiet, and well, you know, just really well-mannered in general. They don't like to BM, they don't like to rub it in people's faces, they just like to let it happen on the field, and I've got a huge amount of respect for that. Again, this moment, fantastic to see back again, as, you know, it was a pretty straightforward goal, but the lead up to it was what it was all about for me.
Totem actually playing much better than other teams who face Zeta. Yes, INTZ is my favorite team. Okay.
You get a Rosa who
Duty in the end, Zeta's gonna win anyway.
your effective damage. It's
Goldie, how long have you streamed for today?
good over.
Bro, in between internet connection was gone. Otherwise, whole tournament is being streamed.
Sneaky fields, and I love to see what the twigs are going to look like, because it's a classic high damage, high mobility look so far from Zeta Division with that durability of the
मिला
first round.
देखते हैं मिल भी सकता है नहीं भी मिल सकता है चाहिए.
It just seems like it's
Let's see.
faster almost with Zeta Division. It's something in their thumbs, maybe they're double jointed. It's like a twitchiness.
No, it's because they're already moving forward. They're already moving forward, Ark. That's the thing. They just move forward faster this time. They get an extra gear, you know. The Frank here from Soda Breza getting pummeled early.
Wow, Mari is super low as well. Maru goes down on the right-hand side, leaving him all alone. I do not like the look of this. I think Soda Breza is going to pocket the ball, yeah, and just keeps those HPs there. He's got super as well, knows that that's an advantage, but oh my days. Oh dear, a Chappie connecting so well. This is not looking good.
Oh, Soda Breza has no idea which way to look. He's confused.
Well played, Zeta.
Looking left and right and not connecting nearly.
What a shot.
Oh dear, Maru of course with the counter crush. It's not enough damage here to slow Zeta Division down.
Everyone is popping gadgets, and the speed through from Mario, the pass through. Oh, that's going to be a mistake from Zeta Division. This goes in. Oh no! A little bit of a miss. Back comes back.
Well played.
Who makes good and scores.
Come back.
Reply Totem.
1-1.
Yeah, look, really critical moment there. Of course, holy moly, that any crowd control will make the player dispossess the ball. So he just supers, then picks it up and walks it straight in. Classy stuff there, but Zeta Division still wanting
GG's, they won the set.
Unreal.
इतनी जल्दी मैच खत्म. Match is over.
Especially when you've just conceded.
Wow.
To come back straight away.
If Reply Token wins instead, what do we vote?
If you haven't even played a game on stage,
Then go for
so
the finals. That's it. Now,
unreal.
Zeta needs to win one set only.
But they are really
while
as good as they get for the most part here. Against
Reply Totem needs to win 2 sets.
Of course.
That means 4 wins.
They really do manage to come up clutch now. This is a pretty insane moment. That heal from Mari is critical. That's what lets Mari go again and obviously pull the ball away with that super.
Look at that goal.
Counter attack. Look at Tensai. Okay. You know, I got super. Don't worry about it.
It was just such a cool as a cucumber moment. I don't really know any other way to explain it. But the KD for me said it all, and I loved Chappie's positioning in that.
I have 1600 points currently, lol.
Well,
Nice.
DPS. The team damage at 35%, but I mean, how much was everyone doing then as a whole? If that's the stats to see, because my goodness me, Zeta Division are looking so fierce.
Yeah, and looking clean. And I think what's so impressive about this team is that they're staying extremely composed, you know, amongst some really chaotic game states.
Now we are to the factory rush.
Get aggressive, try and match that. And
ooh, let's see who's gonna have the lead. Pre-vote doesn't work, my friend Rohan.
Time goes on, and that's where errors can creep in. So credit to Zeta Division for keeping such cool heads.
Just want the skin. Gold is very happy now that he got the skin. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है भाई, अभी स्किन मिली नहीं है. अभी अगर जीत जाएगी क्या बोलते बोलते हैं अपना रिप्लाई टोटम, तो भाई कुछ भी हो सकता है। चीयर तो हम दोनों ही टीम को कर रहे हैं भाई, जो जीत जाए। Supercell announced, don't worry, all will get skin. Supercell announced, but Ray said even Goldie all will get.
Tie things up right here.
Doesn't matter.
The Stu, the Buzz, and the Riku on the side of Reply Totem. Pretty decent comp for me. A more long-range affair, bringing in the Bell then for a Zeta division, and they have got everyone under their thumbs, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, you notice the star powers and gadgets there. Soda Brezza is playing breakthrough, Stu, whereas we have...
अरे स्टू का वो हटा दिया क्या? स्टू का टायर मार्क्स आते थे, स्टू टायर मार्क्स were already there ना? Stu was having customized tire marks. Where it is gone? I can't see Stu's customized tire marks with the ghost. That skin actually. Why actually? Why there is no customized tire marks as shown in the skin while we have purchased?
Be around much longer. Maru is then marked up as well as swiftly as that 10 side, making it look so easy. And Chappie joins the left hand side, picks up those two bolts that were sitting there and the supply drop that was left, and Maru comes in and that says no to that idea straight away.
Yeah, I mean, Murray has to do this over and over again now. That's two sandbag uses down for the Colonel Ruffs here. Shitampo's going to be caught, but a level 13 siege.
Can anyone tell?
Never mind. This could be dangerous now.
I said all will get the skin today.
Resources to defend with it now. The air superiority. Ruffs is going to knock the wall down. This is danger zone for Reply Totem.
Oh, look at Zeta getting behind this push. They're actually doing very well to come back away from it when they did, because I thought they were going to fully commit to that, and they just feel like they can keep this round under control to get the third and final push. Mari coming in, getting in quickly for the bolt, does win it over. Oh no! I take it back! Shitama coming in with the takedown, and that is maybe enough for Zeta Division to get the third and final push.
Yeah, look, Zeta have 2/3 of the map covered right now, with Shitampo winning so comfortably against Maru, who can't do anything without his super. He just can't get remotely close enough. And that's going to be it. Last siege, okay. An 8 siege bot here for Zeta Division. Reply Totem must be frustrated.
Zeta Division won this one as well.
Zeta after that siege.
No more tension. Just enjoy.
I can't.
Don't worry. Stay calm. Just enjoy. Vote Zeta. Already voted, bro, and half of the match is already done.
It's like no one else exists.
What are you asking about? Match point. Yes, it's a match point. And if Zeta just win one more match, they will qualify for the finals.
The European contingent probably not feeling in top spirits right now, because this is last chance saloon for Reply Totem. They must get this next round, otherwise they are out. And we have a Zeta Division Na'Vi final.
Zeta Division versus Na'Vi. Who to vote between Zeta and Na'Vi if Zeta qualifies for the finals, obviously. Goldie got the skin. The last person to get the skin is Goldie. Bro, I don't have any issues with the getting skin and not getting skin. I have already explained it in my today's stream before even getting the chance to have the skin or not. I have already explained why I'm streaming.
I mentioned at the start of this game, if they're going to win this series, they're going to need to dig deeper than they ever have before. But I correct myself. To stay alive in this series, they're going to have to dig deeper than they could have imagined possible. It's time, heads down.
Goldie will win the skin if someone wins. Yes.
We're going to go again into pot drop once more.
The most important game of everyone that you see on your screen's careers happening right now. Maru with a very quick bouncy castle there, wants to keep his positioning. Soda Brezza gets the super as well, and surely running gas a heal as well, but not gonna take that shot. At the moment, Maori is looking to fight for this. Bolt does get Shitama's low, but there's the takedown, and it is going to be Reply Totem instantly on the defense.
Reply Totem have to quickly find a way to bounce back after that. Shitampo really, that's a tilter. That kill on Maori there for sure. Soda Brezza now going to try and do something about the stew in the middle of the map for sure. Shitampo doesn't need to pressure too much here. Zeta Division, I mean, they're happy just to lay back and control the middle part of the map. The siege bot gets a lot of damage done for them. Excuse me, it is Factory Rush now as Zeta Division are back in control through the middle part of the map. And Tensai doesn't connect that super though. He needs to be careful.
Sharpie, didn't quite connect there, and Soda Brezza goes to punish it, but does not get out of the transaction alive. The healing shade coming in as perfect for Tensai there to get him quickly back on his feet, and Maru doing his best, but the bolts are not in the favor of Reply Totem. It's going to have to be another defense to survive this one, Uber.
I mean, this has gone from bad to worse for Reply Totem now. They want to be going out with a roar at least and not with a whimper, but this Siege bot is looking to rock 'em, sock 'em straight out of the Brawl Stars World Finals. They get a mark on it, so amplified damage is pretty darn huge against it here. They can still make things happen with a strong last Siege, but a Charp is trying to lock them inside their base here. As is Tempo, this is the time for Reply Totem to go deeper than ever.
Okay, well the bolts are...
They are actually holding the whole middle. No one is having the chance to actually get in the...
Is going to make those bolts as well.
Look at that. The Zeta division actually dominating each and every game.
They will possibly need to dive just to be in with a chance of staying alive here. Surely the push is going to come into a Zeta divisions, and that is a dwindling sight.
And with that, Zeta division won the match.
Other side of the
Obviously, they are on to the finals. Congratulations, Zeta division.
The Charpy knocks out the middle part of the map, and you're right, there's no chance here.
When did the announcement just been thing?
European hope.
Just I saw a mail, my friend said. I don't think there's any kind of announcement done by Brawl Stars.
Oh my goodness me, you've got to hand it to Reply Totem. They gave it
well played, Zeta division.
It was the team that everyone was talking about. The scrims were unreal, and today...
Now 1000, yes, I have done 1044 points for now.
A sigh of relief and exchange a few words, if you can believe it or not.
Yeah, absolutely.
High tempo.
Yeah, we still got more work to do, for sure. Look, credit to Reply Totem here. They knew they would have to do what they've...
So, EA game changer. If I have voted for Reply Totem, if looking with the polls, then I could have not lost the match.
So many times. So they knew they just had to try and make their destiny happen for themselves.
Goldie got the skin. Goldie now play with the Jesse skin, collect the skin. Not now. Final is left, bro. We are here to watch the finale. Not for the skin. I have already told this thing in the morning stream as well.
I mean, there was a
that we are just not here for the skin.
Time, honestly, Reply Totem had some fantastic things going for
them. As I said, you got the skin. Bro, I've already said, just chill out. As I've said, I was the least at the start of the day. And I have already said, in the last day, you might get more than 600, 700 points for sure. And you might get extra bonus points. That will be around 200, 300 as well. That is why I've said all the guys just chill out. You can get the points and go for the skin as well. So just chill. Don't worry. I have 930. Then also you have the chance, yes, because finale is left and you might get 200 points from that thing.
They really have the meta well thought out. They're very solid, and some teams are really quite safe and well drilled over there. The East Asia region is a different beast. I mean, we're talking about teams like Emperor, Queen Nai, Icebarn, Crazy Lagoon, just absolutely ridiculous teams that play ridiculous Brawl Stars, and that is the brand that Zeta Division brought here today. Ark, I truly believe we have
Jesse skin
in the world.
I've just unlocked the Jesse skin, as you can see on the screen.
Everyone at home is in for a huge...
What do you think about Zeta as a team? They are dominating each and every game, as we can see.
I'm not surprised by a word.
I was just unwantedly voted for today match.
Everyone, but
because yesterday itself I got the skin. Nice. Now I have 1600 points. I still 600. Who are in the finals? In the finals we are having Zeta Division versus Navi. Now it's going to be tough, difficult. Who to choose? Navi or Reply Totem? Oh, Reply Totem. Navi or Zeta Division?
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
Which one to vote?
On the back end, can't you? Yeah.
Let's have a poll for this one as well.
Yeah. My boy Ark's got me. No worries. Yeah, look, but I mean, look, Tempo was really impressive. I think on Sneaky Fields was really where he showed some of his best work. He had to play the Sandy here, and really was a huge part of collapsing that left-hand side of the map there, causing the spike a lot of trouble, Ark. I think that was really crucial. And again, we saw him, I think on Minecart Madness, he was the Sprout, and he just couldn't be shifted from that left-hand side. I thought Tensai stepped up. in a big way, playing a lot of those mids, and his bell is freaking nasty.
Zeta is having
Hard to really argue with that MVP.
67% vote. Nice.
Wow, Uber, I just got a very
Now 62.
piece of news. In fact, I'm not going to say much more about it. I think sometimes actions speak louder than words. Let's roll the clip.
Just stay tuned. How to know? I can't get now. Right now I am 600. If you're 600, I don't know for sure now, because in the last day, if they still give extra, then also you will get 300 or 350 maximum. So if you are 650 or above, then still you can have the chance, but I don't know for sure. Let's see. Zeta Navi, who will win the finals? I don't know, but I think Zeta might win this one because they have played like a real pro, dominating each game except that game in which their opponent reply totem has taken all throwers, 3 throwers in the game in the hot zone. If you remember correctly, they were taken all 3 throwers in that match. That looked like that they are not in the control. Otherwise, in each of the game, Zeta division was just dominating. So I think Zeta might be the one who might play. Whom do you want to win? Say honestly. Just right now I said, nah bro, Zeta division is looking much more confident with the trophy.
I'm going to be looking back at that one later on.
I'm happy if any of the both team win. Obviously, any one of the team will win.
It is a thing. It's confirmed.
Man, I could not be more excited about it. I mean, this year has been absolutely crazy. I cannot wait to see what happens next year.
Bro, keep the site open. Voting should start now if you had not voted in semis. Yes.
It only gets
Come on, vote for Zeta division if you want to. Vote for my opinion. Zeta division has done very well, obviously. But nothing is for sure. Nothing can be done.
Yeah, I mean, this announcement plus gears and all that extra aspect, it's going to be a wild year. I cannot wait to see what happens.
Navi 3-0.
It's been a very, very long few days. Let's take a look back at the bracket now to remind ourselves of how we got to this place. Big upset in that first game between SK and Tribe. Tribe went out today to INTZ. INTZ went out to Navi, which brought them to this place in the grand finals. Zeta division again as well. So consistent with that through against the Felian.
If you're talking Zeta division is also 3-0, 3-1, 3-1.
Witness that same scoreline against Reply.
I'm still laughing at those that match in which Reply Totem has taken 3 throwers.
This has been the worlds of the underdogs.
Zeta will win easily if there is no delay.
Dude,
okay.
This is
in Showdown Plus, and one match was 9 kill game.
I'm so pleased. I know ECA was not even a region of its own until the beginning of this year.
Bro, today I pushed in just 1 hour called from 338 to 602 in mini. Well done.
Proves it. It works. You know, the level of class and skill coming out of some of these regions is honestly so humbling to see. And you know, for someone who's a big voucher of ECA, I mean, EMEA I think was what a lot of people thought coming into this competition.
Bro, how to vote for Navi now? Just wait. Whenever the match is gonna be starting, there will be option to choose Navi or Zeta division in your screen. Just click on any of them. If you want to vote Navi, just click on Navi, and yep, that is how you vote. And voting will be starting in about 2 minutes. So just go log in, bro.
He told me for it because it hasn't been a good day for myself on Uber, but
after lucky surge, I made him power 8 before 2 months, and today only I received the gadget. Nice. It's amazing. Yes, that's what I said.
For Jesse, so I'm happy. I have done my bit. but it could have been more on point, yeah.
So I'm just looking around for the smallest violin I can find to play to myself. Congratulations, I'm really, really pleased.
Thank you.
But I hope that everyone at home is enjoying themselves on that side of things and getting some great results. And, I'm not going to say much more than that. But and I hope also that you've been enjoying the show. It's been an incredible year, Teddy. I mean, at the very beginning of what started off, I knew in my mind that it was going to blow by so
Hello Zesiki. My main account now 40k. Well done. Congrats, bro.
And again,
this I need only one good prediction. I need Leon, okay?
I mean, dude, especially looking.
Can I get skin? I have 600 points. Please tell, bro. I couldn't say how much points you're gonna get from the last game, but most probably you will get around 300 if they are so much generous, and 50 or something from the dropouts. So if you are more than 600 points, you can actually get this in right now as well. But I'm not for sure. It's still not up there in the screen. So let's see.
No matter what, there's got to be some kind of celebration involved as the first half.
I need Leon. That's my biggest dream in Brawl Stars.
The best of 7.
What?
In the grand finals, the formats.
I also need Leon. So this is best of 7. Whoever team wins 4 sets, they gonna win the finals. Let's see.
Yeah, and that means also that every single competitive game mode is going to be played. Usually, you know, when a best of 5, at best you see 5, which leaves always one mode out. Here, every 6 competitive game modes will be in play, plus 1 will be played twice. So there is so much to be covered, and I think teams are going to be very happy about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, it's the true test, isn't it? You know, there's not going to be any of those.
Who will get $400k? Whichever team gonna be first, their team will get $400k. Then 200k for the runner-up.
Again, you know, if you had to put your money where your mouth is, Teddy.
I think when I was 12,000, I got Ember. Nice. I still haven't got Ember, Leon, and Sandy, and the Mag. These are still not in my squads.
Zeta Division is the team that impressed me the most at these World Finals. I think Na'Vi look so good, but I feel like Zeta are just from another planet. Honestly, that's that's how it feels. What about you?
I've seen a big change in Navi. I even messaged their coach. Shout out to Alga sitting back at home with the boys. I noticed a shift. They've put in so much preparation and so much time, and they've taken this very, very seriously. However, I do agree. Zeta Division are a different beast. They are. Their movement speed is something that I just, again...
Till today, I didn't get any other legendary.
It's kind of...
I also have 2 legendaries in my team. First is Pro, which I have got very early on. And second one is Spike, which I've got at 28k trophy. So you can know what was the difference between those trophies and the legendaries we are getting for now. Bro, there is offer in shop for legendary brawlers, but it costs many gems. Oh, okay. As you can see, you get 200 points if you guess the correct answer, Navi or Zeta. So just go and vote right now. You only have 2.5 minutes to vote now. So just go and vote.
I think that says a lot about the level of play.
जाओ जल्दी vote करके आओ जिसने नहीं किया, and whoever is closer, come on, go and vote for the right thing so that you get 200 points to claim Cat Butter Jessie and all the pins and other stuff as well.
Because
56% of the vote is for Zeta Division, if you can see on the votings. So I'm gonna vote for the Zeta and vote it.
We kind of
done.
reflecting back and wondering what has happened, what do we even know, like making people question themselves. I think it's a beautiful thing.
Done. Zeta voted.
Full house. Everyone has had a long day, but still the energy is flying.
Someone. No, I have 983. Then also there is a chance, bro. First of all, you will get 10 points for sure for picking up the MVP. Even if you choose the wrong one, that means you are having 993. And keep on clicking clicking that smiley button, because there will be four sets of matches for sure. That means 4 to 12. That means 12 points you can get from clicking that smiley in the screen. So just go. You are already having Cat Brother Jesse even if your team doesn't win. So just go and get the Cat Brother Jesse for your team.
Some of the power here. So when it comes to those things, I'm looking to see, Zeta's gonna shut down.
Wait and watch. Zeta will win. Okay.
Pick on the side of Navi.
Sadilya Mohammed Saleh. Zeta is gonna win. At least I hope so. Come on, Zeta, 100 points to get Jesse. Stin, 100 points. Okay, 400. Yes, you need to win.
I think you actually,
Those who are actually closer,
that Buzz, for example,
almost 50 points away, they can actually win
they've been able to shine with nothing more.
those 50 points without even winning
Anything
their team.
kind of
That means if your team doesn't win, then also if you're 50 points away, you can get that Jesse skin for free.
It's great for them.
Navi, please.
Well, Rico as well.
Okay, it's your wish. I love the confidence of Zeta. Yes, they are actually good.
Carrying. And
But bro, when will you open boxes? Which boxes? I've already opened all the boxes, bro. Nothing is left to open.
is to just cause chaos and destruction.
Because I wanted the gear to be opened. That is why I've already opened all the boxes. Nothing has been left in the
It's that time, guys.
game for now to open.
Very quick, rush to the kitchen and come back. We're about to meet the teams. Let's go in. Cannot surely get away with this. He's gonna.
Я думаю, что самая сильная сторона нашей команды – это трудолюбие и мотивация.
What a turnaround! The GD's. Yeah! Take it back!
Болейте за нас, друзья. Сделаем на максимум все, что мы можем в этих матчах.
Be it the game decider right here, and it looks like it will be Zeta Division with a huge win.
いつも応援してくれてありがとうございます。必ず優勝するので本番もよろしくお願いします。
Zeta Division once again reign supreme.
Hello Abhishek, what's up?
It's about to go down. This
Hans World of Gaming, hello there.
moment
Hello
is
Technonaz.
we're about
Let's
to
go
discuss,
Zeta. Oh yeah.
most importantly, our 20.
My heart tells me that Zeta is gonna win. Yay! Let's see.
Navi, of course, playing from
Hello Arman. What's up? I had 260 points today. Now I have 930. Well done.
the maps and modes up here, Teddy. Shooting star for bounty up first.
I mean, there's nothing like Shooting Star to start a grand final, right? It is a mode where we don't expect too much crazy.
So turn up the stream sound.
But it is gonna
Okay.
be electric no matter what. Both teams have been fairly consistent on this mode. Not really their favorite, but they do just fine.
Now it is okay.
They're amazing at everything, pretty much. But I think this is a fairly even ground to start, and it's going to be very interesting because
Now we win. Okay, let's see.
this is going to be
47 votes in been casted, and
Kickoff as well, so important. to
out of
choose.
47 votes, 53% have voted for Zeta, and 47 is voted for
Or again,
Navi.
are Zeta going to bring out
Let's
things
see.
like the Pam or the Max or other crazy ideas like that? I do think that it matters to have a mode like this first, because against a team
rooting for Zeta. Okay, nice. Let's see.
Start off slow is a very important factor here, being able to get inside the mind of your opposition.
I have 2104 points now, so that donate 1000 points to someone who is not having the points.
We may have anything which is going to force things in a certain direction before we even start.
However, I'm just joking. There is nothing, any option to
those teams
vote
have
actually.
too many brawlers that are
And in actual,
we know
65% got the vote for Navi and 35% vote for Zeta in the Brawl Stars server, but in our server,
so
Zeta division is leading.
into the grand finals. Okay, Totem. Not
Look at the reply
home, but
totem.
straight to bed after their loss in the semifinals. All right, you love
Hello,
to
there
Hey, what you
200
say?
points.
Atari
What?
Day for everyone,
You need
but the
200
bands
points,
are
or you are
in.
having
Bell
200
and
points?
Lola on the side of Navi for Zeta Division, Byron and
Because if you are 200 points away,
What are your
then you can get it from here.
is not being
But
banned
if
by
you are having just 200, then there's the problem.
Interesting that they went for this 2-ban actually. I mean, obviously Navi, they are amazing with that brawler.
I love that guy called
Means that we don't have
Uchipa from Zeta.
Poco nor
She's so
Shanks,
cool.
and God knows that we've seen plenty of that coming in for Navi.
Wow. the two brawlers that I was thinking just got the one off. I mean the Lola, as we've seen all throughout the past 3 days, giving players a real problem. But you know that does mean there's some really advantageous things still around in this matchup. So there we see the Navi boys getting themselves set up, thinking themselves through how to approach this one. And again, you know, keeping composure is going to be the story of this one, and that's something which Zeta Division have done so well. Bit of a sigh there as the players collect themselves and think through just how much is on the line now.
I'm going B200.
Of course,
okay.
The number one,
but I need
grand
1,000
final winnings of $400,000.
if I'm right, but I'm
No one
need
both teams have played
gonna be
in
fun.
grand
Yes,
final, not even at Worlds ever before. Tensai was
Kamal Vareen Kamal.
play last year.
Lord, don't.
See
Oh,
if
it's
they
started.
can make it
Let's
work this
go.
time around.
Finale is in here.
Are starting off, and already a kill in favor of Zeta.
Yeah, BB is a bold pick for MMA, and all down goes Jason
Oh,
as
look
well.
at the Zeta.
It was a very aggressive start for Navi here, but Zeta seemed to take it within their stride. A little pop of the gadget there from MMA as well, getting right up in their face, but it looks to be defended pretty well. Nice wall to separate the action there, Tony.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be splitting things up, and that means that MMA cannot get too much help on the left side. Gets matched in a 1 versus 2 on the right side. Tensai does a great job at staying in the distance, not getting close, not taking any risk, but now he's going to catch him off guard. Gets a little bit of damage down, not quite a kill, but...
Look at Zeta, how much they are leading now.
Both teams number one within their regions, but who is going to be number one in the world? MMA going in, does not get the bat off. That is a strong holding of the spawn by Zeta. Cube going in and gets blocked off by Shitabu. Oh, and Chappy with a shot in the face as well. Oh, Zeta are all over this, Teddy.
They are not messing around. I appreciate Navi for taking this game 1.
Look at that, how aggressive they are playing actually.
Very different, but it is getting shut down. This is a scary start here for Navi. 30 seconds left in this first game, and Zeta is leading by 10 stars.
I have not seen Sprout on shooting star
25 seconds remaining.
time, but it is a wondrous thing to watch the Tampa use it in the way that he is. Tensai going in on the cube, Cube with the phase shifter, but the Tensai gets to pick up again, and MMA is out of position. Comes back there, 23 stars,
1v3.
6 of Navi. That is a
That Leon.
start by
Bro, I need that Leon. Actually, I need a Leon.
Start the grand finals here for Zeta. What a performance early on. And honestly, man, this is crazy because Sprout, it's not that good against any of the brawlers on the other side, and yet, I believe he didn't die once.
It's actually insane.
Well played.
And I can see why the players have been discussing things in the way they have in the background. It's very unusual to see some of these ideas, and you know, it's a great thing because it teaches people that the meta is not always what you think it is. It's not
What a control with that is good, bro.
You can learn so much.
Jeez.
The water. The team damage 33%, and look at that. That's
Holy man, whom do you support? I voted for.
Player on the side.
I voted for
Division doing their
Zeta Division.
303 as well. I'm curious to see how Navi are going to respond for this one because
Zeta gonna win. Yeah, let's see. मुझे स्किन नहीं मिलेगा. क्यों भाई?
It seems like Navi
तुमने
is
किसको वोट कर दिया?
the Russian community rallying behind their representatives. Zeta Division a little bit behind. It's not very one-sided, but it's interesting because Ark and I both were slightly in favor of Zeta, I believe, for this matchup. But community
स्किन नहीं मिलेगा. Zeta हार हा.
and home and that's here.
हार हा.
I mean, it's still.
You voted for the right team.
Navi have got great comeback potential.
Let's see.
And a very big audience at home cheering them on. There's a ton of support over in ECA. So with that behind them and a lot of voices giving them a lot of encouragement, let's see what they will do. Coming out with the Nanny, the Tick, the Piper. On the other side of things, Zeta Division bringing in the Max, the Chin and the Pam. How are they going to do this in terms of aggressions? Tensai's got that super as well. No magic hand yet though for Chappy.
Yeah, Chappy's very low HP as well. He is going to get hit by a tick mine. Claims his life, but look at that binge coming through. Side tempo with 2, with 3 kills. And that is a terrific start for Zeta.
But comes in with Jason shots. Oh, the bang there to side Tambo. Tensai as well, looking very, very weary, but the healing puffs.
Both are having same points.
Time now with the
Let's see.
coming in. Will it connect? It will take a little bit of HP off of Chappie. Not much more than that, just a little bit of aggression there to push them back. The blue star is going to be said though is with Navi. If nothing else happens, but I don't think that's going to happen, Navi will still take the win.
May is very low HP, needs to be careful. Tensai gets sniped out of existence. Chappie finds the kill on MMA eventually, and that blue star is giving the lead to Zeta for now.
We're still neck and neck. There's really so little in it. Just one takedown here and there. Oh, down goes Cube. That's still allowing then the Chappie. And so
they are on to their base. What Zeta division is doing? They are just standing on their opponent's base. Look at that.
Oh my goodness, Tempo doing it.
They are standing on opponent's base, not in own base. And they are standing there like they are having their own base there.
Is absolutely unbelievable, but the comeback, there is a chance still for Navi here. They need kills to come through. That's the important one, the blue star.
Oh my gosh, can Tensai do anything about this?
They got them.
It's not enough, even with the let's go. Navi.
Oh, Navi come back. Nice. Well done.
To tie up the set, Teddy.
How
Navi got the comeback there. Nice.
My goodness, that was quite a clutch.
No wait for Navi,
one as
though
well,
they made me 300 plus points.
Oh,
nice.
Well, I think that there is
that was a good comeback. Just a star point difference there.
Zeta division started.
Blue star made it the difference, but
with them to the table.
Look at Zeta division, how they are playing, bro.
Peep connection timed beautifully with that shot from Jason, and then the follow-up of Cube and MMA.
They were just standing in opponent's base like they are having that base for their own. I don't know why. They are playing well, actually really good.
That's absolutely unreal for a Piper.
No, man, why?
In hot, it was looking like that we're about to take that.
But gonna lie, Navi
still
played this really well.
Shooting star set, and they definitely want to try to take this one home.
And that is what they're fighting for. That beautiful, beautiful trophy that thankfully we had returned. Thank you, Jesse. But of course, a lot of money is at stake, and the bragging rights. I mean, you know, you got to talk about that as well. Being the champions is an incredible thing to be able to flaunt around, and both of these two teams at the minute more than capable of achieving it. Who, though, is going to take this first set? Will it be Navi? Will it be Zeta Division? This comp comes down to so much importance.
Man, something that I love already about those grand finals is that we've had plenty of matches today, and even in the entire Brawl Stars Championship World Finals, with teams that struggle to really warm up and find their groove and start waking up too late. Both teams here
and started. Let's go. We are on to the match.
Just a little bit of time, and I think that's more than allowed. This is a very, very important match. What are they bringing in? Oh my word, Jason! Bringing out the Mortis, the Max and the Pam. MMA on that right-hand side, gonna then have to be holding his own. The Piper, the Leon, and also the Sprout coming back, which you loved in that first game, Teddy, for Zeta.
Yeah, I mean, Tempo does magnificent work with that brawler. Blue Star obviously picked up quite easily by the Mortis. He's going in very aggressively, not able to get the kill, but with a Mortis play, you want to make sure you get your super as soon as possible. Even if he doesn't get the kill, he got a lot of damage down, and that gets him very, very close to that super.
I love this. I love it. I've been saying all year long that I wanted to see some variation in Shooting Stars, that it was one of the more stale maps. Well, that is not the case on the Brawl Stars World Finals as Chasing goes in.
GG. Mortis, that Mortis played very well.
Mortis
well
on
done.
Shooting Stars, Teddy. It's not what you'd expect to see, but it is working.
Unbelievable plays there from Jason. He has been MVP for every match of his team in the World Finals. He wants to get the perfect run, and he's looking to get in for another attempt there onto Tempo. Not able to get there just yet. Wool is a bit misplaced there. Not something we see very often from him. Chappie is able to find a first kill for Zeta, and MMA overextending maybe a little bit.
Oh yeah, got punished for it, but Jason on the other side of things is keeping the dream alive. It was good use use of the scrap sucker, but then when Chappie had the shot, he didn't fail to hit his target, and that was going to be MMA. Now Zeta going forwards, places down the overgrowth as well. Now
if I am in 955, if I'm right and Zeta win. Okay, choose favorite team Zeta. Like no, what why no done.
Now we have the 3 stars, make it 1 as Tensai finds a great kill on Cube. Low HP.
1 point difference, 1 point difference.
Jason
Oh no.
And
Well played.
The first set for Navi.
And with that, Navi won the first set.
My word, Navi did so well to hold on to that because the pressure that was being applied by Zeta honestly looked overwhelming to me. They had a great comp to be able to really
well done actually. Well played. Both the teams.
Done. Jason with that bold Mortis pick, timed his
Navi OP, yeah.
Very careful.
Well played, Navi there.
Navi will take the first set.
Especially Jason played very well with the Mortis.
Grand finals, game 2 and 3. Beautiful decision making here from Navi all around. And Jason executing it just perfectly.
Called it.
Absolutely. I mean, there you see it. What a dangerous position. But with Q coming in with the supers to bring in the speed with the let's go. Oh my word, he didn't die once. A 4-0 KD and almost got.
Day one, I know Navi gonna win. Okay. Although start your own esports team. Please sponsor me, bro. I will make the team. I need sponsors. I need money. Money.
That means he hits.
Paisa chahiye baba.
So important. Gem Fort coming up next here for Gem Grab. Now, that's a little bit better for Zeta Division. It is
Gem Fort, Gem Grab map.
Play very, very
Let's see. Ballet, Baron, Lola, and Stu is being banned. Let's see who's gonna win.
Honestly, with the momentum that Navi have started to build up, this is scary for Zeta.
Yeah, exactly that. You know, we saw earlier today when Zeta Division were playing Minecraft.
Don't worry, I will sponsor you. Okay, बिना बात के सर झूठा बुला रहा है बिना proof के कौन?
Or speed or any of those things. It's about just holding your own, timing the turnaround, and coming back with the goods. Ultimately, you know, even in that final second, that
Discord बता screenshot भेजता हूँ.
You can still turn the game around. Again, comps are going to be so important, and as you rightly put it,
Just chill down.
Mortis in Shooting Star. Now,
Favorite team में Navi pick किया था day 2 पे.
The analyst is the Alga. I mean, whoever's doing it, I admire it. I really, really do, because it's bold, and no better place to be bold than the Brawl Stars World Finals Grand Final, Teddy.
Man, typically, I would say between Gemfort and Shooting Star, I wouldn't expect a single brawler in common, but with the meta we've been seeing here on Shooting Star, a lot of those brawlers are absolutely playable on Gemfort as well, and from the results we had in Shooting Star, we might have a bit of a trend over there. We'll see how they decide to play it out. We haven't seen quite as much of the tanky brawlers that we usually see from Navi, so maybe Gemfort is the occasion to do so. Maybe not the map where you would usually see it, but at this point, I'm
It's $480 on the table. Come on, Zeta. Yes.
Wow. Players are going to have to just keep
बिना बात किया जाते हैं.
burning strong. It's been a wonderful 3 days, a very tiresome one for many, and you're looking at a team which have been through it all. Navi still got smiles on their faces, know that they have just edged themselves nearer to the very thing that stands before them on the stage. Here we go, in then, Cube with the smiles. Max, the M's on the right hand side of MMA. Sani with Jason against
Set 2.
Bringing in the Tara and
Match 1.
on the side of Zeta Division.
All right. So far, Zeta was a bit more control. A great pickup from the tempo. Does get traded out.
GG's.
But the trade is there once more for Tensai, and this is going to give some nice early control for Zeta Division, building up that gem.
Wow, nice.
Beautiful pull coming through as well. A champ able to close out that kill, and Zeta are starting off great.
Yeah, just knuckling themselves in the mid and opening the map a little bit to allow Tensai to really get supers rolling in with Magic Hand. Jason then coming in, bringing his teammates with him. The Sandstorms cannot be underestimated here. It's going to allow Navi to start to bring back just a couple of gems. Champa there, very low, and MMA should get the pickup. Got to be cautious of that right-hand side, though, and Chappie is lurking. And now he's got the black hole, but will he connect? He's thinking about it, he's blinking it, he's letting MMA know, I am dangerous, don't try it, buddy.
That was close.
Just barely able to dodge that pull, and that is why they decided to bring the Maxman, try to counter some of those pulls.
They've already got the enough
for Zeta.
of the cubes. They just need to go back.
You don't even need the pulls if you get the kills in another way. Zeta Division 5 seconds away from claiming game 1 of Gem Grab, and there's no one close enough to interrupt that countdown.
Well done.
Well, after coming out of Bounty, Zeta Division were behind, but they look like they have got things under control in their headspace. You've got to do that as a team that are capable of achieving something as prestigious as being #1 in the entire world. That is what makes you great. To be able to put the past in the past, but most importantly, leave it there, come back refreshed, and treat everything in the present. That is what Zeta Division are doing. If they get this next game in the bag with similar ideas, this one is going to look very much more a closer affair.
Man, this is starting to look similar to the match that Zeta had against AQM. Yeah. They start off struggling a little bit, but then it comes to Gem Grab, they shine, and then once momentum builds up, confidence builds up, and then they are unstoppable. Question is,
Zeta, Zeta, Z-E-T-A. इसमें तेरा घाटा उसका कुछ नहीं जाता.
Back in the Brawl house, the tribe flag being waved. Not quite what they wanted to see, I would imagine, in that case. But Bruce looking very, very cozy, very, very snug there in the hands of who? It looks like a Mr. Bobby. It is a Mr. Bobby. Gives a little wink. Yeah, I told him that. I told him that.
Ah, beautiful stuff, Ark. Beautiful stuff. An inspiration to the community. All right. We should be getting into Game 2 of Gem Grab fairly shortly. I mean, so far, this
is going to be one of our hardest prediction, guys. Yes.
Played against. And
one game, Navi plays very well. The second game, Zeta Division plays very well.
Energy is
we don't know.
From Zeta Division.
Look at that.
We see the Gene being matched now by Navi, bringing the Pam as well, and the Amber. Quite an interesting comp here.
Oh my word, he is going in circles and taking on 2, as if 1 wasn't bad enough. Cube, though, comes back and gets the takedown needed, but again, Tara here is a pick that I thought we may have seen come from Navi actually going into this matchup, because you can just see how much work can be done. But now Jason is taking his turn with the 2 versus 1 and comes out on top as well. It's so back and forth and so evenly matched, Teddy.
Yeah, great pulls all around. Tensai has his pull available.
As I said, one team looks good in one match, another team looks good in another one.
The perfect situation is getting a pull.
Well.
Bring those gems to your team. But now Cube has a pull of his own, and that is just going to be rising up the tension furthermore.
Great positioning here, and Jason there with the Scrapyard Sucker trying to keep his chances alive, but the Sandstorm is showing his position. He's got the healing station all the way on the other side of the map and would like to have it, but there, I think someone in the top left, Tampo there, just staying still perfectly so, just giving himself the time to think through his approach, but spotted there from Jason on the right-hand side as well. Cube has got that magic hand and just kind of deciding whether it's going to be something for the mid. As Jason clears up, surely now is the time. Oh, but MMA goes down, disaster, and now can Navi still push the spin?
Wow, there's 2 gems being picked up on the left-hand side, and those can be very important.
Oh, wasted.
Able to get
Super got wasted.
For Navi, Zeta just behind on 7 gems. This is a much closer game. The burn from MMA is huge. It's only a Chappie left alive, and Navi, they start a counter, not just with 10, but with 11 gems. There's no way Zeta are able to counter this unless they find a kill on Cube or Jason.
Chappie used to super, but he's about 2 shots away from the next one. Is there going to be enough time to get it? It's going to...
Yes!
Oh, the disaster when Jason comes back, but Chappie is not done yet. He comes back with another black hole. Cube is the last saving grace, but in the meantime, oh, the left and Chappie goes down.
Well tried.
Another second chance for Navi, and this time they got so many gems in their pocket.
Yeah, they need a kill on Cube, but no one from Zeta is even close to him. Now they tie things up in Gem Grab, and things are getting real hot in here.
Oh my days, a Chappy there.
Both teams are not messing around.
I thought Zeta.
Yeah, both are very determined to win. Now only luck can determine the winner.
We're able to
Spike, no, I feel like Zeta trolls.
on that one.
Rest in peace.
My word. Everyone just, yeah, I think the faces pretty much expressed the words for me. Oh, that was so close. Let's look at it back in slow motion.
Yeah, I think what happened here is Zeta did not even expect to be able to stop the countdown. So the plan here should not have been to try to collect any gems or stall here at all, because I think that if they fell back, they might have had enough time to pick up some gems and tie things up. But in the middle of the panic, it was too crazy. So much.
So we're gonna win this match. We'll win the
figure out the best solution.
Set.
Na'Vi, they are looking so good.
So fierce, like that.
Oh, bro. Hello, Johnny Blaze Gaming. This is weird, like Zeta wins, then loses, yes. One match, other team is winning. One match, other team is winning. I don't know what is going on in here. Hello, Inuraj Sira official. What's up? How are you doing?
To bring things back, will Zeta Division
Ooh,
make something of
this is a roller coaster ride going on in here.
Distance of Navi is proving itself to be such a tough thing to counteract. Again, you know, it wasn't for me, and I just kind of expected that Navi would bring in Atara into that last game to make it work against the Chavi. Without it, I thought was highly commendable, I've got to say.
I think they actually had a very good read, because Amber does fairly well against Tara in a lot of situations. Obviously, up close, disaster. But at a range, Chappie was constantly forced to play mid, and that just left some very awkward control all around, and Navi were able to shine
Same comp.
through.
It's still...
Yeah, the Amber is back. Same comp, in fact, for Navi. Same comp from Zeta as well. Maybe some mind games expecting the opponents to switch to something slightly different, but Cube already has a pull available. This could be huge. Might go for it there, yeah, and will be securing the kill with the help of Jason.
Look at how quick the takedown was. That was crazy. Clearly, Navi had that completely ready because everyone sprung to attention. And it's actually going to do wonders for Cube, having a little bit more space here on this left-hand side to allow his shots a bit of more range and connection to power here. Tensai got the 4 gems in his pocket, but most importantly, the magic hand as well. The positioning of the healing station as well. Surely running then and Mama Squeeze to be able to keep everyone out of that bottom right-hand side corner. These little tiny details, Teddy, but Navi are really, really interesting.
Yeah, Chappie in a very good position here is going to be closing the max range that he can fight against that Amber, and will be winning that fight. He is on that flank still. Cube trying to defend it off, but it's not working out, and this created such a big distraction. So much space that Zeta got a countdown.
Those 2 gems in the pocket has caused the reset at the moment. Just the 9 now.
Just one needed for Zeta Division.
This moment in time is crucial as Navi tried to bring this one back. Tensai has got the magic hand, and Chappie coming forwards, trying to get his black hole off, and he turns it. Jason's going to be very, very careful. He is carrying 1 gem. That will be enough to give Zeta Division a countdown as Tensai tries to push. Force back now. Oh, MMA puts down the oil, and Chappie goes down. Oh, Teddy, what is going on?
Tensai still has that pull, but the gem was picked up by Tempo. Now countdown for Zeta. The pull connects as well. Chappie finds a frag. Tempo is the next one.
Well done. Really aggressive. And with that, Zeta Division won the set.
Things up by picking up Gem Grab.
Oh, bro, what is going on in here?
I didn't have the breath in that game.
Zeta winning, yes. Well played. Both the teams actually.
The action was just so non-stop. Zeta Division came through like we expected this would happen. Such a close affair between these 2 teams, and the game mode, like you rightly pointed out, going in was favorable towards them. I think Navi did great to come back when they did.
They are not playing aggressively.
It was just a little bit
Let's
too much.
go. I mean, we are all Zeta supporters here.
Navi to hold that mid.
Let's go.
Over time, the pressure got to them, and that was a great pull from Tensai to be able to really keep things under control there.
I think that the huge turning point was once
if
they
you're
got 9 gems.
Thinking that is not aggressive, then you need to look out again, bro.
They knew that no one.
They have finished the whole team in the last few seconds.
An unwinnable
Even if they don't want to finish, they can just go to their base and can just stay there. But no, they have finished the whole team in the last few seconds.
Even match what was more
and this is how
in this set was was the
This is what we call aggressive, bro.
and then they would be helping out.
Always going on and killing is not aggressiveness.
Okay.
That is foolishness.
Backyard Bowl next for Brawl. Possibly a bit more open space than Zeta Division might like in terms
Third
of
set.
style.
Match 1.
They've got that secret weapon.
Let's
still in their
see.
pocket. They haven't really shown its hand that much yet, but I've got a funny feeling that Cube is going to start things off.
No, I mean like the person who was carrying all the gems did not go out to fight. He stayed away. Okay.
Zeta Division, of course, we're looking to utilize a lot of speed here and really land these shots. Maybe Atara or here and there. Open up the mid with the black hole is a great strat and one that's not often utilized in Backyard Bowl, but it would be something which would fit within their style. Maybe the Sprout will come back as well for a great defensive capability. Clearly something within.
And for this one, they have again banned Ballet, Byron, Lola, and Stu.
I've got to be making all the most of getting those in at event.brawlstars.com. Don't be like me. Don't follow me on Twitter. Don't listen to any of mine because it has not been the best of these 3 days. Day 2 was my best day.
I don't agree with the majority.
One right today, and that's about it, Teddy.
Now we might win this one. Okay.
Better. Don't feel
Of course, bro. That
These World Finals have been
makes a difference. Even though now we have majority of votes, we voted for Zeta.
Some beautiful Brawl.
Yeah, that's true.
To the world as we move on to the Backyard Bowl. And already so much aggression from Zeta early on, not messing about and bringing in the squeak.
Yeah, they are. And again, play correctly. I think it's really
What? They just
oh my word.
Chipu first time in the match. Come on, Chipu lovers, come on. Write down Chipu in the game chat. Yeah, Chipu is here finally.
Bit of a miswipe there, but now being able to push forwards and have some of this.
Man, Zeta is trolling.
All right, interesting stuff. So far, Bull still in the middle on the line, but Tensai looking to change that. Jason is low HP, he's gonna get tagged up. Tensai pushing forward to jump in, but he can't quite get the shot in. And that is gonna be a successful defense from Navi.
Okay, utilizing the healing puffs then from MMA to get back into this one.
Chipu.
Magic hand, that worries me greatly. Just taking this time to utilize it, and Zeta have got all the time in the world here. Oh, Jason didn't just get pulled, he got cancelled mid-mega transformation. MMA is the last one standing. The pass is surely going to be there. Nothing. Zeta will score.
Oh my god, and Zeta, they're not messing about. They're going immediately for the ball, immediately trying to create an opening. Not gonna pay off right now. Cube has the pull available. This could be game changing if he can find the right connection. Does get tanked up low HP. Oh, the super! That's so much damage. Jason, can he score or the pass? Oh,
GG's, Navy's also on to the goal.
Oh my word!
Wow.
All the chaos to find the feet of your teammate.
Look at that.
Look at that! Straight
Wow.
away, Zeta coming in with a magic hand of their own. Navi have got to take this very, very carefully. There's 30 seconds now, 25 on the clock left. They've got to clear up some of these side lanes and get
Chipu.
not a good place, leading into overtime.
Wow, Zeta are cycling through those skills, trying to keep the constant man advantage as overtime is getting closer and closer. MMA has the jump available. Can he find some value over there? The pull connects. It's a kill, and yet another successful defense from Navi as overtime kicks in.
GG's.
All available. MMA has his, Jason has his, also Cube can't be far behind. This was the perfect time to bring this one back as MMA jumps in. So Tampo very, very low there, goes down. A Chappie pocketing the ball. I think it's the
Is it going to be the...
hope for under this situation here. If Cube gets the pull, then this will be very much a place where Navi can go to that corner and get the ball to bring it back into the mid.
Is this going to be the draw?
No clear winner for this game, but Zeta are making some moves. Finally back on the bottom side of the map, trying to go for some opportunities, but they don't have anything just yet. Super doesn't find any connections to jump in from MMA. The pool follows up. Is that going to be a goal? The pool saves the day, or does it? Yeah, that is Zeta's scoring anyway.
Well, bro, that was close. Well played. Zeta division, bro.
The moment it happened, maybe it was a bit of a misplay, but it was.
That was by far the best game ever.
Exactly that.
Well played, Zeta division.
Pulling out all the stops, the cheat.
Well played.
Always hitting on both sides, and that is what you love to see. This
Ooh,
is what
let's
you call
go. Yes. Actually, that game was mind-boggling.
Zeta remain both ice cold and being
GG's.
on fire at the same time. Unbelievable plays. I mean, mechanically, that is something to pull off.
And first of all, Chipu OP. Yeah.
Look at this.
Not Zeta. Chipu OP, please.
Back.
For that streak.
Tries to finish off Cube and does so. Gets the super in the process. I mean,
well played.
That way? It's incredible. 5 kills to the 3 deaths, the 40% on the team damage as well. Tenzai showing us how it's done on the max pick. Beautiful. Beautiful.
In Russia, if Navi lose,
it's been a long
they going get
for a long time.
killed.
I've heard about the Japanese max.
They are in Russia, not in North Korea. Okay, so chill down. Nothing's gonna happen to them.
Scared after that game.
Yeah, but you know, to ruffle the feathers of MMA, I wouldn't want to be that guy. I'm not going to lie. That is not me. I'm the guy who will always be giving him a smile and a firm handshake and keeping my words careful. Jason, though, bringing in the mortars. The buzz finally coming out of the cube like we were expecting. MMA is uncontested here. He can surely just walk this in all the
GG. First goal.
First 15 seconds. Navi responds strong.
It's been a long time since we had seen the tanks from Navi, but they are coming in hot. Jason popping off, might get melted down actually, but gets the bats off in time, chains the bats one more time, and this is looking like yet another goal, yeah!
GG, second game got for Navi.
And that's 1-1 in Brawl.
22 seconds, match is over.
A lightning fast.
Jason with Mortis.
What? Really? This is what I mean about Navi. When they are behind, they start to fight back and they bring.
What happened to you, Shlok?
They've been reserving. This comp was perfect under the circumstances. Nothing the Zeta could do about it. Watch what Cube does here. Absolutely insane. And prior to that, Jason just cycling the way he was to the stun there. Perfect timing. Navi thoroughly deserved that victory.
Beautiful plays. I mean, look at that. 3 kills, 0 death. He didn't have time to die, and 67% damage. That is an unbelievable Mortis performance from Jason.
I still don't know what we missed. Look at MMA, a goal scorer, but got 0%.
He's a walker. He's a walker. He just walks with the ball. That's what he does.
Oh my goodness me. Amazing, amazing. Let's see. Will Navi
605 points. Okay.
Zeta would not expect.
Yeah.
So, but having said that, this I've got to point out. You know, Navi throughout the course of the past 3 days sometimes just continuate their comps. Like I think we got to a stage now in Brawl Esports where every team is expecting to switch very, very quickly. Navi, however, if it works, they tend to keep it. So I don't know now how Zeta are going to be feeling going into this match, but they clearly are doing just that as we speak. We are going to see whether Navi will be able to pull back a set here, or whether the pressure that Zeta...
How many predictions of you are correct?
Set 3.
My predictions, 2, 3.
Both teams are incredible.
Only 3 predictions were correct.
And we will be seeing some interesting...
On to the whole series. पूरे सीरीज भर में 3 प्रेडिक्शन सही थे.
Sticking with something a bit more classic, and we see a Colette, which is very interesting for this map.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. Zeta.
And now, whoever will win the match will get the set win. Let's see who's gonna be in the lead for now.
Good change at a perfect time, but they've gotta keep their composure. Cube coming in with the heals.
Ooh, good use of that.
They're coming in with a great Honey Molasses Cube there, very much immobilized. A lot of pressure on this right-hand side. I don't like the way this is looking for Navi.
Yeah, this is a good push. They might be able to score. The 3K shot from the tempo connects as well. But Cube first of all gets it out of the way, and that's gonna save the day.
What a lamp blowout! All 3 players completely connected with it. It wasn't enough to get the super to clear it further, but boy, it did the job. Oh, a great magic out from a Chappie, and that is gonna
GG,
goal is
Well done.
1 minute 15 remaining for Navi to return the favor.
Zeta Division back in the lead, a minute away from taking this set, but Navi are not slowing down either. Push is forming. Cube is low HP, though. Beautiful taps from Tempo, able to get yet another kill, makes it a double in fact, and this could be the set gone. However, the respawns are coming through and Navi are back in defense.
Okay, a bit of a reset here then, but again, the timer is taking.
Goldie, तुम्हारा कितने points हुए? मेरे हैं 1072.
But they've got to get set up for it. Cube has got the magic hand. Jason, though, requires
35 seconds remaining.
Know this. They can't be feeding Jason too much. This could turn around very, very quickly if it stays this way. Zeta Division are going to gain the set, but that's a great connecting
good shot.
Cube with the ball cleared into the corner safely. And then look at the way that Chappie and Shintamo just getting behind the honey molasses. That is going to be
18 seconds remaining if they want to come back. Otherwise, they will lose
seconds.
The set. Navi will lose the set if they don't do the goal in 5 seconds.
To reach to that ball.
And it's almost impossible now.
Be able to take this third
GG, well played.
In the lead.
Oh my word.
2-1.
Just when you think it's very much one-sided or
Zeta OP, yeah.
Honestly, the way that Navi
no, the better round from Mobile India. Zeta OP, yes.
The pressure on. It's such a cat and mouse affair, and whoever
What a comeback by Zeta game.
Oh,
Zeta Division.
And look just how calm they are. I just think they are just built different, Teddy.
They really are. You know, everyone has their own play style. I mean, look at that play. You have to be absolutely cracked mechanically to pull that off, especially with so much on the
क्या 100 points का use पूछ सकती है?
It wasn't enough.
पूछ भी सकती है last में.
Still managed to
I don't
score
know.
afterwards, and that's what makes the difference.
कुछ भी हो सकता है.
Zeta leading by 1 set. It is a best of 7, so we still have a couple more sets to get through. But so far, it seems like
I own 1000.
slowly setting themselves apart. They're just right behind them.
But like you say, like that was an amazing play on the Gene outside of things, but it wasn't enough. You know, Zeta are so perseverant.
1000 is kind of
causing Navi some problems.
Impossible for now.
Spend some time shouting things through going into Ring of Fire for Hot Zone, because this one is just heating up beneath us as the game mode itself would
Zeta OP 950.
Here, so important. Surely then the Meg will play a vital role here.
If Zeta wins, I am 550.
A little bit into Backyard Bowl, but you know, if you need a reminder of the bans, they were Bell and Lola on the side.
Hello, Mechanas.
And Stu on the side.
Zeta OP, Zeta OP, yeah. Zeta OP.
Sets to 1. Ring of Fire, Hot Zone up next.
Man, can I just point out that every single set so far has gone to game number 3?
Yeah.
And I think that says a lot about how closely matched those two titans are, both dominated through their respective regions, somehow dominated through the entire bracket of the World Finals, and now they are face to face and they could not be closer.
And more perfect. I mean, this is the grand finals. We need to see matches of this caliber going all the way, and it just goes to show worthy oppositions all the way.
PFP, just click the red pin.
Things in Ring of Fire. They're going to have to, again, be thinking very carefully.
Going to give you 1 point, yes.
Tara here, personally, I know it's been a bit of a kind of controversial pick, but the first time I saw it, I loved it. I would not be surprised if Zeta are thinking the same. I think we're going to probably see a lot of mech going in, as the way that you get your mecha just turns the tides and pushes everything back. Some assassination brawlers.
Mouse not working, bro. Which mouse not working?
Underutilized brawler as well, which both sides are showing some liking towards.
Match started, set 4. Oh, Zeta Division already in the middle.
Works very well, building up the bushes with the rose and then the grow lights. That is going to provide all the cushioning. And do Zeta have anything to break these walls? No.
Bro, look at that. They are already in the lead and they are already holding the middle position.
Have a lot of ability to hide amongst the mid.
Man, the Tempo already doing so much damage on that. Bam! Zeta Division, they have so much control to get contested by QBs in the zone. He has that shield and he's dealing tons of damage. He is pinched, however, cannot really hit both.
49% done already.
Avoiding that, but Jason is there for the pinch, gets the kill, gets the follow-up onto Tensai. Problem is for Na'Vi, even though they're getting kill after kill, they're still behind by quite a bit.
The third push laid down by Q, but I've got to say, but as quickly as things started, you know, we saw 50% already with Zeta, but look at Jason go here, cycling beautifully, and Chappie about to go down, and if he does, no hills are going to be there. Oh my word, Na'Vi have come back, but Tensai coming in, trying to just cycle as well off the take, and as this break, this one is so close to call, Teddy.
Oh my goodness, Na'Vi, they started coming back, but Zeta are back in the zone with 3 members of their team, 90% captured, and Na'Vi need a miracle.
Zeta winning, and Zeta won this again. GG.
I think that it was almost like Zeta knew this was coming. I think they must have been prepared for that, to bring in a Gale on Ring of Fire.
Well played.
Something, and boy, the value that
Zeta is just tearing it off.
So much HP on the side of Na'Vi that was
मेरे को नहीं मिलेगा टियर बटल जैसी.
blown back out.
क्यों नहीं मिलेगा? कितने पॉइंट हैं?
That was very, very convincing. But I mean, again, I think Na'Vi did great to try to bring this back, because blink and you miss it. There was 50% on Zeta's Division's side at such an early stage. I think that Na'Vi were just a little bit too passive going in personally.
Yeah, I think so too. An interesting decision, I think, as well, is to use the launchpad gadget on Gil instead, you know, of the little storm. I'm not sure exactly. It could honestly have been a mistake, you know, with the stress and everything like that, but it worked.
I'm using all my coding skills to make all my account spam Zeta.
Interesting role to bring in. I watched a lot of
second match started.
World Finals, and I saw a lot of Blue. I was curious to not see that much of it so far in the World Finals, but it is coming in for MMA, and so far Na'Vi have the better start.
Oh, I do like this coming in. Look at that. The quick and swift take down the right from MMA. Jason there just trying to earn his healing station, but much, much better from Na'Vi so far. Q as well, bringing in the Tara again, a brawler that I personally love to see here. And the freeze there, Shatampo in big, big trouble. Tensai as well. Na'Vi with the control. Nothing that Chappie can do in that side lane. Nothing at all.
All right, we got a champion on the right-hand side trying to get some tags, trying to get a super to help his teammates survive for longer when they get in the zone. But Cube comes in with the pull, so much damage on the tempo as well, but he's not even greedy. He's using cover, he's playing it safe and playing it for the team. And Na'Vi, this is working out amazingly well so far. 80% captured and such a one-sided game, just to tie things up in this set.
Yeah, beautiful work, but Tensai has got one last ditched attempt, as 8% is all that is needed by Na'Vi here. Sotambo doing his best, but Cube
and come back by Na'Vi
earlier as well, getting inside the minds of his opposition, and Na'Vi are far from out. In fact, they could well be on a comeback here.
Hoping from Na'Vi, yes.
An important game. They don't want to give it to set to Zeta. It was looking like they were so good in hot zone, but Na'Vi have woken up, have brought in something different, and now it's time for the mind games, because you said it earlier, that Gale was probably to try to counter some of those tanks out. Now, what are Na'Vi gonna go for? They're gonna, you know, go back to the tank, stick with this comp, or is Zeta Division gonna go for a bet and try to counter one or the other? This is risky, and Na'Vi, they are in Zeta Division's head.
This is the thing, the Gale was their secret weapon in the first match, and it just absolutely dominated the comp. Well, Na'Vi adapted to it. It was not the same story that we saw previously in that game. So,
मेरे हैं 475 points. मैंने एक दिन का prediction करना भूल गया था, इसलिए नहीं मिलेगा.
Beautifully. It allowed the area to the way that in the previous game they were a bit slow to the mark. By bringing in the Lu, it worked out beautifully well. They were able to delay things, but not in terms of being passive, but in terms of their strengths on the field.
Yeah, I could not agree more. I think it's a very, very, very smart decision on their end, bringing in a lot extra utility to serve the team and help regain some of that control. They are going to be sticking to their guns for the most part on Na'Vi's side. Zeta Division
actually both of the teams are having the same comp.
Zeta have gone, you know what, like, whether they were going to try this before we started things or not, they liked it enough to literally go, yeah, you know what, that worked out pretty well against us. Well, we're going to try and throw it straight back at you.
Yeah, a bit of a copy past that so far seems to be working well for Zeta. A bit of a lead, nothing too scary for Na'Vi just yet, but they need to be very careful. It's a slippery slope and they cannot give them anything that they don't want to here. MMA trying to stay around the zone, but he's slipping around quite a bit. And Zeta are still with so much control, the lead as well. This is looking excellent for them.
It's the tiny things. For me, it's Chappie there leaving the shadow to do all the work, allowing him to heal and keep his position. It's those small, tiny details that keep teams like Zeta Division looking so great. Low on HP, MMA with a nice pickup, but in the meantime, Tensai and Chitampo doing wonderful work in the mid at 68%. Na'Vi have got to turn this game around, or it will be a disastrous position for them to be against 3-1 in terms of sets.
Yeah, this is still a big lead for Zeta, but Na'Vi are starting to regain some control. The tempo is on his favorite part of the map, and that is in Na'Vi's spawn, able to find a nice crossfire with a Chappie. A Chappie finds Cube, and this is big for Zeta because the percentages keep racking up, and it's in their favor.
Absolutely giant.
90%, 92 for now.
So much world of pressure and hurt upon Na'Vi here. 8% is all that is needed, but Cube coming in.
तुमको मिल गया गोल्डी कैट बड़े जैसी हाँ मिल गया
Could be all over, but look at this, the push, the final push from Zeta Division, take the zone, and the fourth
well done.
3-1 Zeta right out in front.
And they are on the lead by 3-1. They just need one more.
Them and Na'Vi.
They just need one more set.
Closer and closer from the title of World Champions for 2021. Man, this is unbelievable. Some pros saw it coming for the last couple of days. We've been hearing Zeta are insane. They are destroying everyone in scrims. And it seems like they are destroying everyone in the World Finals so far. Na'Vi, not out yet. It is a best of 7, but it is getting more and more complicated for them.
It really is, you know, in that example there.
Zeta OP, yeah, Zeta OP.
It was like, you know, Na'Vi in that respect were the teachers. Afterwards, we saw Zeta Division be the students, but as quickly as that, they became the masters of the very thing that they brought to the table. Pit Stop for Heist is up next, and this one is going to be so intense. Ultimately, a game that can end at any given moment in time.
Zeta for life.
At the right time, this could be a quick one. Na'Vi hadn't got to hold on here. They've got to bring out all the stops. This entire year's work has been leading up to this very moment in time. They've got to hold on.
Historically, Heist has been one of the best game modes for Na'Vi. If there is one mode where they can come back, it is gonna be Heist. But the execution is what matters. The comps, obviously, as well. And that has to be flawless, because if you do any mistakes, Zeta are going to take them, use that against you, and basically just win the World Finals.
Basically, yeah. I was just you know, a casual little stroll towards winning the World Finals. Exactly that. I mean, looking at how composed they are, that does seem to be.
I think it's pretty fitting.
The saying majority wins is false, guys. Zeta will prove it. Yes, let's see.
There, which Na'Vi would love to have brought in, possibly alongside an Ems or an Edgar. That is going to be the question: is do they bring in the wall breaker for the mid and have then the Ems be able to really assert her authority, or are they going to just keep jumping in, keep cycling things going with some tanks, or are they going to go with something more control based? They're bringing in the Surge, the Dynamite triple, double thrower and Surge for Na'Vi, and the tankiness and the aggressiveness of the comp here. I like, actually, personally, Zeta's comp more here.
I mean, it's a great counter comp. It's a great counter comp. Edgar is so good against those throwers.
Yeah.
This is going to be a huge problem. They didn't find all that much damage so far. Cube is going to get some free tags there onto Tensai, but not before Tensai gets a lot of damage on Safe. However, on the top of the map, there is still quite a bit of damage going on to Zeta Safe.
Chamber jumping in. Getting the pressure on the Cube. Cube a little jump away, but not far enough away from the fist here. On the other side of things, the Barley shots are hitting home hard. It's actually very, very close here as Cube tries to
look at that
of this comp.
They are just on to their base and
7%. Oh my word, Zeta are so
Zeta. Bro,
Tournament
they are just onto their base and not even moving from there.
Tournament point, BSC points, I want to say.
I think that is the fastest
Navi needs to go in
heist
slightly more
map
costly there.
being
I feel,
finished
under the circumstances,
by any
swapping
team.
things just a little bit. Zeta now have got the ultimate strong arm here, Teddy, and that was not the right comp at the right time.
Zeta Division read them like a book. They bring in the Edgar, arguably the best thrower counter. And there's two throwers.
Asia is proving itself, yeah.
It's a disaster for them.
Well
Not able to
played.
do anything in that situation. And the tempo has been able to pump off once more. A single game is separating Zeta Division from the title of World Champions.
Wow, it is not over yet. Navi have got their final stand. And if they get this one right, as you rightly mentioned, being one of
And
the
if
stronger game modes,
Zeta Division just win one game, they are the winners of World Championship 2021
feeling good about
Brawl
this one.
Stars.
But Navi
Let's
had
go.
such a strong start. They adapted so well along the way.
Right, I did Zeta, yeah.
In what is possibly the most stressful moment of their Brawl Stars careers. They look pretty
They
calm
just
and
need
collected, but again,
one win. Zeta Division needs one win.
possibly their
There is one win away from.
they have ever made in their lives. No pressure.
I mean, with the money on the line, 400,000.
If Zeta wins, then let me spam for a few minutes. Okay, okay, bro.
Of those huge
Look at this, they are sure they are gonna win. Let's see. For the same comp.
The Edgar, the Barley for Navi. There is a bit of an interesting comp on Zeta as well. Let's see how this works out. As so far, Jason is deep in enemy lines and will be able to dish out quite a bit of damage.
On the other side of things, a lot of action here, and Cube doing his best to defend this. Tenso, the friend zone, does connect nicely. Damage raining down, but MMA coming back in. Will need to hit these shots, keep Tenso low. Cube wasting no time, no hesitation to get in, but as soon as that is happening, Chitampo now is back in his position here. Navi have got to go more on the aggressive. They've got to be cautious to not overly defend this.
All right, things slowing down a bit until Tempo jumps in. That's a massive amount of damage pouring down on that blue save. 35% of HP left, and Tempo is still going. More
27% done already. Bro.
Word, the pressure now mounting. Tensai's got his super as well, and Chappy, everyone is pretty
GG's. Now it's open in the middle.
Super now. Navi have got to defend for their lives here. Everything on the line. It's all kicking off.
The push is coming through, and Chappy is on the save. Can he dish out
just 8,000 more?
It's not possible just yet. Still a bit off space, but the tempo has the super available. If he can get the jump in, this could be massive. Jump in, damage doesn't connect, and he goes down.
10% is all that's left for the final push. Coming in, a shot here and a shot there. Teddy, what? Are they going to do it?
Oh, that's
Zeta Division won the finals.
Are your world champions.
GG's, कर दो भाई, कर दो. Well done, Zeta Division.
Oh my goodness me, they have done it. Zeta Division have done it. One of the reserve teams in this competition, and all their hard work has paid off as they approach the trophy to lift it. Zeta Division are your Brawl Stars World Champions!
Woo, woo, woo. Well done. Zeta Division, well played. OP, 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 OP. I want 55 plus. 10 points are here in the who was the MPV of this match. Just get the 10 points from here.
Every player was saying the same things. The Zeta Division had it within themselves to go all the way. My goodness me, Teddy, what an exciting grand finals.
For every single of those players, this was the first time they played in World Finals. Tensai was on the team of Jupiter last year, did not get to play a single match. This year, they are world champions. Unbelievable performance, unbelievable story of those guys, and definitely making everyone extremely proud at home.
It just goes to
अब हेडबॉल करो अब काय का हेडबॉल भाई अब चले छुट्टी जाओ घर जाओ खाना न खाओ सो जाओ
What
मजे
it
करो
comes down to is how well skilled you are on the day. That wasn't great Brawl Stars, that was world class Brawl Stars. This is Brawl Esports at its finest.
No matter what it says on paper, they're gonna take it, man. Zeta, they take that paper, they shred it apart, and they make it golden and confetti as they win the World Finals, man. Absolutely unbelievable plays from them throughout the entire World Finals. They played so well, just showed a new level of Brawl Stars, and now the rest of the world, they're gonna have to adapt in 2022 if they want to match.
नहीं पूरा रात स्ट्रीम करो
22 is aye. Welcome back, guys, to the stage. Reminded to turn on the TV as well. There he is. Welcome back, Uber, as well. It's been such an incredible few days, hasn't it, guys? But we've got one last thing left to do. MVP, Teddy, who do you reckon it was going to be?
Man, I feel like Tempo played so incredible throughout the entire thing. I think he deserves it so much. We'll see what you guys voted at home. Is it gonna be him? It is the man, the one and only Tempo. Wow, what a performance from him. It would have been so awkward if I got it wrong.
Well, it's why you get...
Don't stop streaming, why?
Zeta Division return then to the Brawl House. Applause inbound and congratulations for sure. No doubt this evening they are going to be living it up in the most spectacular fashion possible. It has been an incredible season, an absolutely incredible season, but it would not be possible without so many people working tirelessly in the background. To everyone at Supercell, to everyone at PGL and Esports Engine have done a fantastic, unbelievable job to keep everything rolling in the esports machine. From Uber, from F-Dot, from Emily, from Teddy, from myself, have a fantastic year, and we will be back in 2022.
Bye. Bye. Okay. Bye. 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 And with that, thanks for watching. Yes. स्टीन मिल गई हाँ मिल गई ना ब्रो oh yeah so guys this was it for this stream. I will see you guys tomorrow with another stream, another game. Till then, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys once again with the Brawl Stars tomorrow with the new skin we have got as well. We will look out for that as well. So till we meet again, bye bye. Have a good care of yourself and your family. Enjoy meals and the weekend as well, and I will see you guys once again tomorrow. Till then, bye bye and peace out. Have a good one. See you later on. Bye bye Nazmul Snipes and all his bots, all the mechanical bots going on there. Bye bye, have fun, and I will see you guys later on. Bye.